keep it relevant? Hello, can we keep the game relevant? Just
Right,
keep it relevant.
right.
Too late.
Recording,
Yan, it started.
recording started already. Okay, Mindbot. You
Mm-hmm.
arrive at the crime scene. You are shocked to see three criminals murdered, right like murdered in front of you, but you don't see the murderer anyway. And you see Draken and Zelda Robbins already arrived at the scene. But as you arrive here, okay, DeAndre, do you want to run to a different location other than this one? There are five currently, five locations. This is number one. There's another second alleyway, another third alleyway, and a fourth and a fifth. Do you want to go to this one to investigate together with Draken and Mindbot, or do you want to go to a different location?
I would probably. I'll go to the second alley.
The second alleyway. Good choice.
Am I connected via like comms channel with Blue Rush?
Comms, you don't have those small little earpiece. You haven't created one yet.
Yeah, but in general, like I have a walkie-talkie, so I assume he has like a basic walkie-talkie as well. Because I haven't created the other items. Yes, I'll have to like.
If you give me one, yeah, I'll have it.
Oh, okay.
Walkie-talkie, unless the walkie-talkie is super advanced, but I don't think Blue Rush has a handphone that he runs around with all the time. So it's probably in his in his other civilian costume.
Yeah, true. When it comes
So
to
you will
that.
need to spend some time to create the item once
Oh,
during some downtime. But let's go to this scene
yeah,
first,
yeah, yeah,
all
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, all right, Draken, you and Zelda Robin actually arrive at the scene. You look at the bodies. They've been stabbed, their throats cut. What do you want to do, Draken?
Okay. Let's see. Roll investigation to check any other signs of struggles.
Okay. You see Zelda Robin handing over to one of the bodies. Okay.
Hmm. Oh.
When you look at when
Hmm.
you look at the wounds, you actually touch your chin and hmm. Zelda Robin's turn to look at you, Draken. He said, "What do you find, Draken?"
I'm not sure. Not sure what kind of weapon made these other than bladed weapons. That's all I know.
It's right in front of you, Draken. Obviously, they were stabbed. Don't you see that? Zelda said straight to you. It's a bit serious.
I just never see laugh. maybe maybe I'm a little off today. And then okay, so once Mindbot goes there, I will roll perception. Okay, I turn around with my if my I hear sounds of steps and I take out my gun. Freeze!
That's Mr. Freeze to you, and I'm here as an aide. As you can see, you're dealing with a psychotic killer.
Roll for investigation and insight for that, Mindbot.
Okay, you said investigation first, so we're gonna do.
And insight. Yeah, investigation and insight.
Okay, here is my investigation first, and here's
Woo.
my insight. Oh
Oh,
man,
okay.
yeah, insight not so
Okay.
good.
Nice.
Investigation, yeah.
All right. Your investigation says that they were stabbed. Their
Mm-hmm.
throat slit. But you do not know that this is done by a sadistic killer.
Mm.
This is
It.
definitely done by
Mm-hmm.
somebody that used knife and or blades. But you're not too sure whether the person that kills these people right now on the streets is sadistic or a lunatic or an insane killer. You don't know
Mm.
that. You need to spend more time to actually investigate. And then
From.
after the Zelda Robbins and turned to you, Drake, and said, then she raised her hand. She slowly asking you to put down your gun. And she said, Draken, put down your gun. That's mine, Bob. He's with us.
Okay, and
Just.
I slowly lowered my gun, but I told her, all right. And then I stole away my pistol. Ugh, I swear, man. Then I turned back around and kneel down at the body.
DM.
Hmm.
Just one last question before my whole turn officially ends. From the shape of the wound and everything, is it possible like he died before he even had time to react? As in, he got so surprised that he didn't even have time to, like, grab his gun or defend himself and such.
Okay. You notice that the criminals here, they all have guns. I mean, this one that you're looking at
Mm-hmm.
is actually holding his gun.
Mm-hmm.
You look around, okay? You do see pistol casing, bullet casings on the floor where this man is standing.
Mm.
Obviously, he actually shot at something, but to show whether this person was even able to hit the person because you don't see any other blood other than his blood.
I basically kneel down and pick one casing with like a pen and say, I see so many bullet casings, but only 3 bodies. Whatever they were or he was shooting at, either he was a really lousy shooter or whomever he was shooting at, he was that good and that quick that he was even avoiding bullets.
Or maybe then look back as it, and retort it in a sarcastic manner. Or maybe he shot his other two friends out for some reason.
I see blade markings on this body and no bullet holes. Usually bullet holes will be found on either ends, but I look
Yeah. Whatever. Then go back to investigating the body.
I approach Zelda Robbins.
Mhm.
Let me just restart this. Yeah, I approach her and basically say, "Thank you so much." And my name is Mindbot. I hope I'm not intruding on your crime scene. My initial
I
examine.
know her. I know. She then she replied, I know you are, man. We met before.
Anyway, initial examination showcased that that body in the back over there, he had missing. There was shell casings all around him, but there was no bullet holes on him, and he died from the blade cuts. What about this body next to you? Next to you over here, does it have the same markings?
Him. She looks at you. Same cuts on the throat, quite clean, and one spot. Seems that they were actually standing still and firing the pistol. Apparently, Shadow is actually really good in killing these criminals. Quite clean. I don't believe Shadow actually even used a blade.
Indeed. From my initial knowledge of Shadow, he has a long range. Usually, he prefers guns. Long range, quick and easy, and less messier than this. This feels. It's as if Shadow has graduated from firearms to, up close and personal type of combat style.
The other looks at you. We need to investigate further. We need to actually look into this. Forensics team is probably going to be on the way soon.
Is it possible if I were to take some pictures of these bodies for my own investigation of the matter, if that's okay with you?
Sure. You're the robot in the team. Go ahead.
I take out my phone and take pictures of this body very thoroughly, like for the whole, then like for every single inch of it. And do the same thing for the other 2 bodies, so you can skip me because this is gonna be definitely taking a while.
Okay. And then. All right. Okay. Ashlyn Ray and Michael. Please recap again. Okay, Ashlyn Ray, what were you doing? Were you actually flying to the crime scene or you were still working at the cafe?
Working on the cafe. Remember, I flew because the ring flew, so I go and flew while screaming that we need a lot of toilet papers.
Okay, but you're not going to the crime scene, right? To follow the others, right?
No, I'm working because apparently someone is not letting me to live rent free, so I have to work my ass off.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna skip you. Okay, Michael. How about you? You know about this incident. You actually hear it on the radio at the garage that you actually work in. Do you actually head towards the crime scene area, or do you stay back and work for the day until
Uh,
nighttime?
no, I stay back at the. I head back to the workshop because I'm following the rules. This is not my job.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, the only thing he doesn't want to get into trouble. Michael doesn't want to get into trouble. If trouble finds him as usual, he is forced to defend himself. Plus, he
Mm-hmm.
cares more about the garage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, gonna skip you. All right. Okay, DeAndre at the second alleyway. Please drag your character here.
Which way? Left or right? Okay, I see it. Hang on.
Okay, Bruras. You arrive at the scene. When you arrive, you see the police is already at the scene, investigating and looking into all the criminals that was actually killed here. When you arrive, you see one of the police officers actually then look at you and said, Blue Rush.
What's the situation?
When you arrive, they were already dead. The police actually then looks at you and then speaks up. You notice that he's actually fully geared, holding his gear and then wearing his full armor and everything. But then he said, one other officer in the case, Ryan Peters, she's actually looking into it right now. And judging by this, when you look at it, you're not too sure whether it's actually done by a blade, with a punch, and so on. So, Blue Rush, what do you want to do?
Is there any blood trail that is there leaving? For example, is there a blood trail leading this door or that or the other doors?
Okay, roll perception or investigation.
I'll try perception.
Yeah, man.
Ooh,
You
let's
see
go
through
for
the walls.
Nat 20!
yeah.
Yeah, detective vision. You just got that.
All right, Blue Rush, try to actually look at the floor, trying to see actually if there's any blood trails leading from this particular dead man here on this floor that you're looking at right now to see whether they're actually heading to this door or the one on the furthest left. You don't see this officer actually moving around. When you look at the blood, there's no boots because usually, if they were actually walking on the blood itself, this officer's boots will be visible on the floor, but you don't see any. It seems that the blood from this particular man did not move at all. There's no blood trails or no blood splatter anywhere around this particular person. It seems that the kill was quite perfect. But what you notice, other than all the bullet casings on the floor, you notice that this particular person was actually shot and not stabbed. What do you want to do, Buraj?
I'll just inform the officer that compared to the rest of the victim, this one was shot. So I assume maybe this guy over here probably shot him, whoever it is.
Hmm.
With that,
Then, when you're actually trying to actually mention they were shot, this particular lady over here walk over to you slowly, Buraj, and after this said, no, the other did not shoot the other. They were not shooting at each other, I can tell you that. The bullet casing, apparently, he says, they all actually have the same firearm because they all bought it from perhaps the same black market, which they actually got everything from the docs apparently. But we don't really have much time to actually look into it. And thanks for coming, Blue Rush. I don't really see you much of an investigator type. I see only Mindbot is that type, or perhaps even the others. But thanks for coming. And you were saying that this person shot the other.
I assume
Yeah.
maybe the assassin is in the way, but the assassin manages to dodge away in time and accidentally shot his friend.
Okay. Roll for investigation and then insight. Okay. That's the deduction from your character that actually made it. But this officer over here that looks at you, I've checked the details and I don't think they actually shot each other. If you look here, the bullet that struck this person and this casing, and then he shows you two different types of casing. One is actually slightly larger than the other. Two different bullets. But we only need to wait until the forensic actually arrive to look into it.
So there's two of them.
This
I
was
will.
done by Shadow. Shadow used a gun, right?
Yeah, correct. This
Hmm.
very interesting. Anyway, I'll probably look around the other crime scenes.
Yes, please do, she said. There's too many. And recent reports saying that the other one is actually further towards the east, with our forces itself is actually spread thin further towards the south, and also further to the northeast.
Or I'll check east. Thanks.
Okay. And after that, when you check east, that you run there as fast as you can, then heading towards this one. Okay, Uriel,
Yep.
you're actually looking at this particular hero over here. Apparently, they call him Mindbot. People say that Mindbot is actually a robot and not human. And it seems to be quite busy taking photos and investigating the bodies on the floor. Do you want to jump down and reveal yourself to them? Or would you rather stay at the top looking into this whole incident? Or do you want to head straight towards the different crime scene that was
I'll wait here
reported
for
on
a
the
bit
radio?
because it seems like these three people are willing to say what they think out loud. So I can actually eavesdrop with that because I can't give much because I have no idea what's happened here. So
Yes.
I might just eavesdrop and see what they kind of thank you. I
The
might just
only thing,
eavesdrop and let them say what they want to say, and then
Mhm.
I'll go check out the other one.
All right, you do know that Shadow has been killing criminals, but
Yeah.
Shadow in the news has always been one person. But on the radio channel, in the radios, in the police radio that you heard from within your room, it says that five shadows attacking criminals in five different alleyways around Night City. So either the shadow is really fast, or he can fly, or he runs really fast like Blue Rush to kill all these people. You're not sure because you never met
Yeah.
Shadow personally.
Hmm.
Yes. All right. While you're actually looking at it, drop. Okay, Draken, what do you want to do?
I'll just continue investigating this one until I get a success at least.
All right, then roll for investigation.
Oh no! Oh
Oh.
no! Oh no!
Another
You
nat
step,
one. Wow.
you step on the body and its foot comes off.
Wait, would you like to
I
borrow?
think
Gushing out.
Would you like to borrow some of my 26?
As I think you shouldn't announce what you're trying to do. I think Roll20 just kind of listen and just say nope.
Exactly.
It happens in AFGO. It'll happen again sooner or later.
Yes. Yep. Let it happen now, so it doesn't happen when it counts, which is a lot better.
Right. You stood
We're
there
just
on the
watching this guy kick the
body.
body for some reason. Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with these people?
Yeah. You think to yourself, Uriel, this guy is definitely a rookie. He doesn't even know how to look into his body properly. He's just like poking at the body, poking at the stomach. Like,
Poor guy.
Looking at the tongue. Poke, 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 poke.
okay, while you're busy investigating, okay, Mindbot, you look at Draken.
Hmm.
It's like you can roll for insight on Draken to see whether he knows what he's doing.
Oh, definitely, I will do it. Oh God, no!
Another nat one. Woo!
I mean, it's better now. It's better.
Oh wow.
It's better now rather than later.
Oh.
So it's better.
Yes,
It's better to
yes.
be now.
As I say, it's better now than rather in like important moments.
Yeah, I'm like, I just look at him and I'm like, I wonder what's happening to him, and I'm like, I think he maybe knows what he's doing. He's definitely knows what he's doing.
Yes.
Sneezes on the body and contaminates the crime field.
Right. Then Zelda Robin turned to both of you and then
Mhm.
she said, "Find what? What do you find?"
Uh, okay, I'm gonna roll investigation on this dead body so that I would at least know what I have found. Otherwise, yeah, I'll be pulling. Okay, so what did I found on this corpse in terms of yeah, feed me.
Still holding the sidearm, you
Mm-hmm.
notice? The sidearm was fired, of course,
Mm-hmm.
even an empty clip. All the bullets was actually fired at the rooftop, judging by the angle, if you notice. And they were cut on the bodies, and then a clean cut again on the neck. And you notice that there were no other prints leading from the floor and to the other bodies. It seems that either this person was actually jumping or moving very fast, or it was a very, very small person, which is lightly footed.
I basically like while kneeling, I look like over my shoulder to to Detective Zelda and say, Detective Robinson, either we're dealing with someone who is really small in size or somebody who is super fast. This guy in front of me here, he emptied an entire clip. Like that's when I basically pick up the clip in clean gloves. It's all empty. But he emptied it, but none of his shots apparently hit anything, and the cuts on his body are suggest. I would say he didn't die immediately, but there is a clean cut on his neck. The amount of cuts on his body, I say he could have been tortured for information. So it wasn't an immediate death. I don't think we're dealing with an ordinary criminal. I think Shadow just graduated into a whole new method. DM?
Okay. Zelda then looks at you. So you're saying that this person was interrogated.
Yeah, the
And
amount
then
of.
after that, then she looks at Draken. Draken, what do you find over that way? What do you find? Do you find anything interesting?
Oh, the same old, same old. I'll keep looking though.
Hmm. He said, you just have to wait for forensic to actually arrive. Then,
By chance, are these gangster, the dead people here, part of a major crime syndicate?
yes, they're all working for one man, Tiger Shark.
Hmm. I will not be surprised if either later today or even later tonight, the corpse of Tiger Shark will end up, glittering somewhere. Um, I'm gonna draw on a limb and say you have Tiger Shark under basic surveillance.
It is. Well, I'm going to be staying here until forensic actually arrive. Draken, will you mind actually drive over to the next crime scene as fast as you can and bring mine what with you?
You're going with mine, bot, huh? All right.
Mm-hmm.
So watch your back. I
I
won't be
will.
here like last time. The,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, head off to the next crime scene. The next nearest crime scene by distance.
I
All
follow.
right.
I follow as well.
Okay. Then you follow as well. And then, yeah, going to be switching to next scene. Right. Next scene is not going to be Blue Rush. Next scene is going to be. Yeah, meanwhile, wait, hold up, wrong place. Meanwhile, Ashlyn Ray. This guy not here. This guy not here. This guy not here.
Nice.
This guy not here. All right. Ashlyn Ray, while you actually busy cleaning up, looking in the, behind the shop, making everything right. You see Aunt May then looking at you, and then he said, Well, young lady, it's time for me to actually close shop. And actually, again, thanks for your help. You can actually come back here perhaps tomorrow, same time, to actually start. We actually be happy to actually have you with us.
Sure, anything for the pay, I suppose. It's like I'm thinking of Michael as like a so-called pay job. It's like, well, anything to pay, I guess. I will be here tomorrow, same time, same day.
Hmm. Okay. That'll be great. And here's some cheesecake from me.
It's like I walk up, I walk up to her. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay. I guess it's something.
Right. You walk up
It's
to
like in
her.
her mind, it's like cheesecake. It's like because she
Hello, hello, Jan. Hello,
She's breaking up.
hello.
She's breaking up. Even
hello
me.
Yeah.
me
Oh,
hello
all right, all right, all right. Okay. Whoa, man.
hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can hear you.
Oh,
My God.
jeez.
Can
Yeah,
hear, can hear.
Can you hear
can hear
me?
you.
It's
Can
like
hear you. Can hear you.
I've been role playing the entire time. It's like nobody can hear me. It's
Yeah,
like what
your internet was a
have you
problem. Your internet was a problem.
seen now, right? Raining. It's raining. It's raining. It's raining from my side, so I think it kind of affected it.
Hmm. So just continue roleplay.
The cheesecake is like, cheesecake. It's like in my mind, it's like I should ask Michael what is this because she doesn't understand. Because she's from an alien planet, so she doesn't understand what is cake.
Right. You don't understand. You never tried it before. You were actually cooking your alien recipe to the rest of the before they actually rush out to actually see what's happening. But then, because you actually ended early, and Michael's shop isn't really that far from you. So what do you want to do?
I was like, oh well, I guess I can bring this to Michael. Is there anything else that you require my assistant and me?
Yeah, not yet, of course. Once this episode ends, then I'll probably go to you more. She said.
All right, I guess. Then it's like, bye, Emily. I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Then
Yeah,
she
see
goes. Then
you.
she
She
goes
said.
to Michael's shop.
Right. Okay. Well, after leaving Anme's shop, you notice that she's actually slowly picking up, cleaning up, and then you just slowly leaving her. And the streets here is mostly this part of the city is mostly safe. It's not as bad as compared towards the southern side near the dock and further towards the northeast section of Night City, which is actually quite a distance for you if you were to walk or take a car, but you would rather fly. But because you're going as your regular person, you're not supposed to fly yet. But you head straight towards Michael to see what is he doing. And Michael, while you're actually in the shop, you see that Mr. Hayes is still preparing the car. You see a number of customers actually coming in and go, driving their vehicles away. And then after that, then she slowly head over to you while you're actually busy repairing the cars. And then after that, then she looks at you and then said, "So how's everything here? How's everything on your side?" Her expression serious, but you notice that she's cheerful, happy at the same time to see that you're actually busy looking into the car in the workshop.
Going fine, miss. Although I did find some interesting models. Must be new.
So yeah, sure, that's good. But well, it's gonna be late. I'll be heading out. Will you be okay if you to actually close the shop for me?
If you don't mind, I mean, it's a big responsibility.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, that'd be great. So, make sure everything's cool. Make sure. Otherwise, it's like I don't want to see anything wrong. But well, judging by the area around here, hey, who knows? If Shadow ever end up being a thief, he might be stealing stuff. It's going wild right now. Don't you hear the radio?
Yeah, he's killing criminals. I mean, it's not our job to defend these people, is it?
No, not our job to defend these people. Is there something wrong with your head, Michael? I thought all this time you were talking about justice or helping people, and now you're talking about not helping people. Are you drunk?
I mean, these people. I'm just a bit tired from all this working. I mean, really focus on this red car,
Hmm. So make sure
but
you take care of that red car. It's quite special to me, of course.
will do.
And then after that, when you
But
said that, she slowly
okay,
left. She left the office, and after that, then she leave the keys to you, leaving you here alone in the shop. Meanwhile, Ashley and Ray, you
all right.
actually arrive at the shop, and then you see Michael busy preparing everything
Michael,
here.
honey, boo boo, I'm here.
I
Honey Boo
I I
Boo.
sigh. For the last time, Ashley, you are my college. You are my classmate from Brooklyn. We are not in a relationship. And if you say that, people are gonna get a wrong idea. All right.
And that's the point.
That's that's weird. That's what the people told me in the shop. They said that I should call someone as my classmate as Honey Boo Boo dear. Is that wrong?
Um,
On so many levels.
it's not wrong if you are having a sexual relationship with the person, but it's wrong if it's just a
Whatever.
friend.
It doesn't concern me. It doesn't concern me. All
It
right. Hey,
concerns
I got this
me.
cheese. Anyway, I got this cheesecake from Anime. I do not know what is it. Do you care to explain to me what is a cheesecake?
I can tell you about that back in the apartment, but for now I need to close up shop. If you don't mind waiting for a few minutes, then we can go home together.
Yeah, sure. You do your thing. I'll be outside here. Honey Boo
Alright.
Boo, dear.
Why do I feel
Call me
this?
Michael.
Why do I
Please. Just call me Michael.
why do I feel this is like Teen Titan, the Jade contract?
I mean, if only.
I have no idea what's that, but anyways, I start to properly lock up the place. First I lock up the office, locking it up. Then I head towards this garage, lock it up very nicely, checking the locks, everything. Then I lock the main garage door, both of them. Lock this one, checking, lock this one and checking. I check everything else. Seems to be correct. Then if there's I lock up anything in this area first. I move back to this area. I lock up this door. Lock up this door. Check the office door. It's locked. It's locked.
Why don't you lock her up as well?
Why? Oh no, Alif, no! I am not going to that route.
The
Yeesh.
tiny
No, I'm not gonna do that. Then before I
I mean,
head
it's not
out,
illegal.
Yeah, I mean you got the whole place for yourself, romantic lighting.
Well, that and she's not technically a citizen, so it's not illegal.
Exactly.
she's an alien. She's an alien. One and two. I'm not gonna do that. He's lawful good.
And your point is
Not
we don't
law.
you and your point is on like she's an alien and your point is
Hey, that's racist,
She
man.
might. Okay, let me explain.
I
She
mean,
might not
if
like
there's
it.
anything,
Yeah,
it's
I said it.
speciesist.
just tell
She
her
might not like it.
Okay,
Alright.
okay. Just tell her this. It's a special form of greeting. We do it here on Earth to get to know each other even better.
Oh god.
I am not
Oh,
neutral
dear.
evil. I'm lawful good. Damn it.
That's
Before I
not.
head out
I
and
mean,
lock the final door.
you can argue chaotic neutral. I mean, you know.
Yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
Ray is like, are you done arguing with yourself? Who are you talking to?
Just some weird. Just my devil and angel. Anyways, before we leave, I activate the
How do you
security
say
alarm.
that?
Before I leave, there's an interval of about a few seconds. Activate the alarm. Close the door. Lock the door. As I hear the beep beep beep, it's locked, loaded, and it's safe. And now I'm outside with Ashley. Let's go home. And to tell you what's a cheesecake is like a soft bread in a way. It's very sweet and soft. It has a cheesy flavor because it uses milk. Why? Do you like cheesecake?
I got it from anime.
Mm. And then you can, eat it back at the apartment. And please,
Sure.
just call
Oh,
me
by the
Michael.
way,
Mm.
Honey Boo Boo, dear,
Oh,
remember the ring? Remember that ring that flew out from the cafe?
yes, the green ring. What about it?
It flew to your apartment. I do not know why, but it seems that it had enough with whoever the guy name is. I mean, I do agree though. He's so all over himself. It's like, ugh. It's like, can anyone be any more narcissistic about it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a rage-filled mess, and he's even worse in that perspective. But let's just go home and take a nice shower. You can take the shower first, or let me. We do not share the shower, as we are
To
friends,
smell him.
not
I want to
sisters.
smell him. But what do I roll to smell him?
Perception. Perception.
Perception. Okay.
Please roll an F20.
Where's going?
Oh no! Why? Why not a flat
Yes!
20? Why?
I'm safe. I'm safe.
That... Oh, you think you're safe?
I don't think you need a shower. You smells good. You
No, he
smells
smells.
good though. I
That
don't
Old
think you need a
Spice?
shower.
He smells like your. He smells a bit like your home planet. Dirty, grease. All that sweat.
No!
Why do you smell
Not
like?
even
Why
the
do you
episode on this.
smell like my pet? Why do you smell like my pet slug?
Huh? I smell like a what now?
You smell like my pet slug. His name is Dogo.
Wait, wait,
You
wait.
smell like him though. You remind me of him a lot.
Okay then I'm gonna take a bath first once we reach home.
Wait, Zaf,
Please do not interrupt my bath. Actually, please,
Zaf,
please, please.
Zaf.
Yes.
You get a random, like, you know those advertisement SMS. Would you like to buy a couple vacation? It's free, 70% off to Hawaii for 10 days for you and your lovely significant others. Right now.
I
Plus
don't get
Viagra.
that last one.
That's all I get.
I ignore that, and I take Ashley's hand, and we go to the bus stop so we can go home.
Why are you holding my hand? Is this supposed to be something?
Uh, let's just say it's just for us just to get to the bus stop faster. We're not flying. Remember, don't cause any trouble. Please.
Wait, how are you holding her hand? Are you like, romantically?
No. I normally grab her head, normally grab her, then just drag her. Nothing romance. You're not gonna get that scene. You're not gonna get that scene, all right?
Oh, trust me, we shall
move.
have the scene.
Yeah, please move us to the apartment, please.
All right. Okay.
I already locked up.
After locking everything up, then you head
properly.
straight towards the apartment, and then both you and also Ashley and Ray head back towards your apartment. Slowly, actually heading back. Okay. Goes
Yep.
here. So here. Okay. Wait first. Your characters there. Okay.
Alright, I'll
Okay.
wait outside.
Heading back towards the apartment. Michael, you and Ashley and Ray. When you unlock the door, you see that your apartment again is still clean as usual. But what you notice is the Green Lantern ring on your coffee table, floating there nicely.
I just greet Greg, the Green Lantern. Hello, Greg. Of your not being such a problem. I'll actually come in. You can eat a cake first. I'm heading to the shower. Again, please do not do anything stupid. I head towards the shower room and undress. Nice and easy.
I've been really trying, baby. Gotta hold back
Even
this
the
feeling.
says it is on than this. Alright.
Homebound
When you
thing
meet.
in the use van.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Touch me there,
Hello,
Okay,
can you hear
baby.
me?
now we can. Okay. After I undress, I put my clothes near like in the clothespin and take a nice hot shower, enjoying it
Do you guys hear
while
what I
actually.
say just now?
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Oh no, no, we did it. No, we
please
did
say
it.
something funny. Please say something
No,
funny.
I say that. Oh, please, my home planet we have 30 inch. Okay, yours is just like air. Okay.
I think that's a I think that's a compliment, and not an advance to cuck me. Alright. Uh, as I take a bath, actually can do what you want first. I take a nice refreshing hot bath. I need to take a shower.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
god damn it.
Oh, rub
Oh
that
god damn it.
soap on me. Rub it real
Oh,
good.
you're
Jesus.
alright.
All right.
Okay,
Okay. While
Nyan,
you're
your turn.
busy,
Nyan, your turn.
okay, roleplay.
Let Nyan go first.
I
Hey.
just sit on the couch. I open up the cheesecake and I just start eating it. It's like, this tastes like a bug.
She doesn't know how to use cutlery, so she just keeps slamming her face into it.
I just say
Oh,
this cheesecake thing tastes like a bug.
let me roll for perception if I hear that. If I don't, I just ignore that.
Tapping her head against the table while eating it.
I heard that it's supposed to taste sweet, Ashley. Ugh, getting showering.
Go shower before I help you shower, okay?
Ah, like you
Oh
even
yeah.
bother.
Oh, it's like, but I immediately run up to the bathroom and say, oh, I will.
Da, dun, da, da. Da, dun, da, da.
What are you doing?
Well, hurry up and get a shower before I help you shower like my dog, like my pet doggo.
All right.
I am not
Let's go, let's
a
go, let's
pet.
go. We don't have time for this.
All right. Okay.
I'll do
Uriel.
that for 3 hours. Oh yeah, that's right.
All right.
I'm playing your honor.
Okay, Uriel. You
I'll
notice
just,
that
I'll just
mind
pay
bot.
out everyone. Yeah.
Uriel, just going straight to you. The moment that the officer Zelda Robbins actually told Draken and Mindbot to actually head towards the eastern side of Night City, do you stay back with Zelda Robbins to make sure that she's safe before the forensic officers and more security personnel arrive? Or
Yeah, it's a
do
fair
you
point.
follow Mindbot and Draken, the officer, the rookie Draken, to the eastern section?
Yeah, you make a fair point. Yeah, he's gonna. That would spring to his mind, thinking, "Oh, yeah, I gotta make sure this
DM,
lady gets wherever she's gonna get
sorry, gentlemen, but
safely."
DM, I'm going
Ooh,
to roll,
Mhm.
but my dinner's here, my dinner's ready.
Okay, all right.
yeah.
Okay then.
So I'll hang back and make sure this Zelda is able to get somewhere safely because he's gonna that will cross his mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, yeah, it's gonna make sure she at least is somewhere safe because she's leaving a crime scene. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know for sure that there's just savory element around.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. Then you actually make sure that you actually stay back to see if the
Yeah,
Zelda Robin is safe.
yeah, he made a good
Because
point.
yeah, because even though that this crime scene have been left behind and left alone, it doesn't mean that Zelda could be safe. Because for all you know, Shadow could still be lurking around the area itself, around where you are. You can still roll for perception to see whether the place is still safe, or you can actually investigate the roof at the top to see whether Shadow left any trail that you could actually investigate. So
I
what
haven't
do you
got.
want to do?
I'm not trained in investigation. I'll just have to go perception.
All right, you can roll perception.
There you go. 16.
Okay, you look around. While you actually stay hidden from Zelda Robin's eye, she slowly turned to actually look at where you are hiding. She just actually look up. She raised an eyebrow slightly, and after that she just struck, and then after that she just turned and looked at the bodies. And then during that time itself, you see an officer slowly arriving and then making his way towards
Oh, you did not.
Zelda.
You did not change the scene for me. We're still at the apartment scene.
Oh yeah, that okay. Sorry. Right. Well, you were
I
there
figured it was a
actually.
story beat.
Then you see this officer actually slowly walking towards Zelda, and then you hear the conversation. This guy is not here. My bot is gone. Then you hear the conversation between him and Zelda, and after that, he said, "So, what do you actually find out?" Then Zelda actually responded back to him slowly and said, "It seems that Shadow started using blades now, and quite sharp and quite precise." And the man probably looked, "Hmm, this is not Shadow's M.O. If you look at the files previously before, I found while I was actually looking through at the department of all other metahumans of all other generations that actually stretch back all the way to the 18th century. You should look into it, Zelda. And where is your recruit? Where is the rookie, Dricken?" Then Zelda responded back, "You heard this, Uriel." Then she said, "I actually asked him to actually follow Manbot to expose the other crime scene. Hopefully they're able to actually catch Shadow in the act before he could do anything." And this man said, "Hmm, I will need to look into this file." While actually looking into this, ah, have you seen the reports of this other meta-human that somehow appeared near the docks about a year ago, wearing some sort of mask, carrying a sword, and everything? The
If you tell me my guy, he doesn't have a sword. That's just on the image.
all right, okay. There was no sword,
Yeah.
and then after that,
No,
this
no,
voice rock.
he's just using his fisticuffs.
All right, okay. Then the officer then said, "This man suddenly just appearing within the docks itself, and somehow appearing and then disappearing." There were two of them reported, apparently. Do you know about that report? Then Zelda then responded back to him slowly. Then you heard the conversation again, Uriel. Then she said, yeah, then just the mysterious hero, or villain. We're not too sure whether it's a hero or villain. He somehow appeared and disappeared. We're still looking into the case. It was about a year ago. And I think you're into that case, right? And he said, yes. So look, when we do it, we don't want all these sudden metahumans appearing. We want actually, at least registering themselves, whether legally or illegally, or when they start announcing themselves in the news, saying that I am so and so. That is the only way we can actually know who they are. Like this shadow. Well, we only know that he's a shadow because of Crisis, and that's about it. But, uh, well, why don't we just stay over here and actually look into this? Uh, we need to make sure that everything's safe and make sure that all the evidence that we look into. And then you notice that Zelda then also slowly to this remains over here and slowly start
Mm-hmm.
investigating while you're actually looking into this officer over here, which is actually which is actually investigating the case which you suddenly reappear within this timeline. And this person will probably be one of the key people in your story arc. Okay.
Mm.
And moving on, there was another scene. Meanwhile, Blue Rush. You rush and you rush and you rush as fast as you can towards the next place. You will faster than the police. While you still see the police cars on the left and the right with the siren, you run past them and then arrive even faster towards the alleyway where you hear the reports of these criminals fighting Shadow. You know who Shadow is. He appeared before you before. He talked to you previously before, but he never used blade or neither his guns is lethal. When you arrive, you hear gunshots in the distance. Bam, bam, bam. You ran, and you arrive. You see, here, please drag your character here
Which way?
on the furthest right. Okay,
First right. All right, I got it.
okay. Loras, when you appeared, You see four criminals pointing their gun at this poor young person. When you look at this person, roll for perception. Ooh,
Yeah, man.
again.
Again, you see through the walls.
You notice
Net.
that it's a she being cornered apparently by four people. You notice that she's actually wearing a mask over her head. You notice that her hair is pink in color, but she seems to be technically dressed for the occasion. But you notice that she's actually holding two blades, one on her left and one on her right. She seems to be standing quite, how do you say it, quite majestic. Not even a fighting stance, not even a defensive stance. Just stood there. But you see these four people over here pointing their guns and start shooting, even though they shot at her 2 to 5 to 20 times, because multi attack they can actually shoot 5 attacks for five, pam, 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 pam on each side to rush. You notice that she just stood there and then swing her blade. You notice her arm started to move, but it was so fast that only your eyes could catch. She was actually swinging her blades in a really good and elegant dance, as if she blocked each and every bullet that almost struck her. Then you notice that she started to slowly move from one side towards this other criminal here. Then she moved to the other side. You notice that she didn't run. She made some sort of light step. Then she moved to this other particular person here, and then to here. You notice that they stopped shooting. Then she moved back to her original standing position, right in the middle. All the four criminals didn't even move. She put back the two of her blades into her scabbard, and the moment the blades actually clicked, you see four active people suddenly fall on the floor and just die, and blood holding their necks as blood start to shoot out from their arteries. Okay, Blue Rush, what do you want to do?
I will probably stand over here by the blood, and I will say, "So, you must be Shadow, huh?"
She turns. She looks at you. You stay quiet.
Sorry, but your days of killing people are over.
She turns to you and after that she screams. Ano ito wa, Blue Rush baru. She speaks Japanese. Do you respond?
Oh, she speaks in Japanese. I will just say, I'm just gonna pretend that you actually understand what I said. Oh, what? All I say is put those plates down and wait for the police officers. Because what you are doing here is very wrong. We do not kill people. And I, for one, certainly know that you are nothing but an imitator.
She looks at you. Then after that, she didn't even move. She just stood there. Her two blades at her side. Her mask covering her face. The mask is actually some sort of a frock. Like one of those masks that Japanese female assassins wear. You've seen them previously before, but this is different. This is the first time you see somebody wearing this type of attire. Even though she's quite slender, quite sexy to you, but she didn't move. She didn't even say a word.
Last warning.
You said last warning. Again, she did not say a word.
All right. I will just trip her. I guess.
All right. Roll for initiative. Rolling for initiative is all hidden. see.
Don't get killed now.
It's okay. I have two other characters. Don't worry about it.
Right. Yeah. Right. You're 20. Okay. Moving for her. Okay. You go first.
All right, I'll just triple first.
Mm-hmm. What to attack? What? Nope. No, enough. You notice that when you actually tried to trick her, you went so fast. You moved from one side, you wanted to trick her, but you notice that she jumped, and then after that she stand just behind you immediately and just look at you. Her two blades still at her scabbard, and then she slowly turns at you and just look at her, and then you look and stare at her mask, her eyes behind the mask itself, and then she slowly just stares at you with a fox mask. And then she speaks to you again in Japanese, which of course you don't understand. Then she speaks again to you in another language, in German, which of course, again, you don't understand. She tricked you, pulling a trick. Okay, roll for parry.
And I gotta refresh for a bit. Give me a sec.
Okay, all right, go ahead, refresh your dice. 20d20. Refresh the roll
Kick
20
her
dice.
ass.
Yeah, kick her.
All right, parry.
All right, you parried her attack, and then you don't even see the attack coming. You just notice a blur from her hands. And you notice that the floor that you're actually standing on, you notice that it's actually cracked as if there's a slice on the floor that you actually stood on. Now it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
All right, leave me. All right, no, leave me no choice there. I shall attack her.
Multi attack on a single person is -5. Okay?
Net 20 on the first one.
Alright, net 20.
Nice.
Okay, net 20, the damage is 18. Okay. Alright, so 20, 24, 19, 19, up to the minus. Okay, I'm gonna be rolling for her parry. Okay, I'm rolling a natural 20. Okay. Right. She parried all other fours, but not natural 20, rolling for toughness of an 18. Okay. You notice that when you actually punch her so fast, she actually blocked your natural 20 attack on her face with the hilt of the sword, and none of it actually connected. Now, after that, it's her turn, rolling 4 multi attacks, 5 multi attacks on you. You notice that she actually took 2 of her blade and starts fighting 5 times. Okay, alright, roll for parry 5 times. 31 pass. Okay,
Nice. Very nice numbers.
25, 23, 22. Okay. The 23 and the 22, you got hit. You managed to avoid the first one. You dodge. You managed to avoid the second one. But the third and the fourth, however, you're unable to. And then after that, the fifth one, you saw it coming, and after that, you blocked it. She slices you and it actually cuts your uniform. Roll for toughness. One more time.
3, yeah? Okay.
Net
Okay.
20 and a 10.
Right. The net 20 actually managed to actually took the brunt, but the toughness of 10 is not enough against the damage. Okay. Alright. You now in you're now on second. Your toughness dropped by 1, and then you are dazed.
Son, are you
Okay.
sure
Count 3.
you're doing something like, correct with her?
Alright. Okay, Blue Rush, your turn. Round 3.
All right, hang on. Why did it lag?
Okay.
Alright, I will.
Single standard action per turn, yeah, so you can't multi attack.
Alright, I'll just punch a single. I will use supersonic punch.
Okay. So refund effect 19. Right, dodging, okay, parrying. Okay, help she parried your 19. And after that it's her turn. Again, she moves to the other side and then attacks you 5 times. Okay, rolling. Okay, you see the attack coming. It's so fast it actually slices your uniform left and right, your thigh, your neck, even your head, even your mask. Okay, roll for parry. Your days. Okay, nothing. Okay. The first one hits, second one doesn't, third one doesn't. Okay. Alright. Only the first one. Roll for toughness. Okay. Alright. Your toughness dropped by 1.
Alright,
Okay. When I'm going to decapitate you. Okay, after that yours is done. Then she moves to the side. Before she moves, she actually attack you 5 times again. She actually slices you and move again to the other side and then slices you and then she moves so fast again. Okay, roll. Okay, parry. 5 times.
5 times, huh?
Fail. First one fail, second one fail, third one pass, third one fail, pass, and 3 attacks. Okay, roll for toughness 3 times. Fail. Okay, roll for fortitude. You're in cap. Nope. Okay, you can still fight on though, but if she, your toughness drop by -3 for all 3 of this attack. You're in cap actually, but you passed your days. You are hindered. Okay, your turn.
This is quite tough.
I would say she gone toe to toe with you.
Now she's way OP. That's really it. She's very fast and faster and more reflective. So with that being said,
I would recommend as a player to
I will
you,
run.
I would recommend disengage. You saw what she looked like. You can easily, based on your description,
Uh,
you can.
she,
I'm actually thinking
she's
of
wearing the mask.
running.
She's wearing the mask. She's wearing a mask, so you don't know how. You know how it will look like, but not how the person actually looks.
Who's under the
So now attack.
mask?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who is under the mask?
Mm-hmm.
She could be a 3PL than you.
Well, anyway, I will run away. I can it's a half speed, so that's like what 500 meters. I guess
500 meters. Okay, 500 meters in 6 seconds. So you're faster than her.
she's more flexible, more responsive. Anyway, I will run. Tactical retreat. Nigga
Okay,
Can,
there.
can, can, can we say that word? Can we say that word so we don't? It wouldn't get flagged though.
We said it before.
ran.
Uh,
The moment
Alright.
you ran, and that's the moment she just looks at you, and then after that she just jump into the rooftop and then vanish. You notice that she used some sort of grappling hook and went all the way up to the roof. And then after that, you ran as fast as you can from combat. And then, meanwhile, hey, Mindbot and Draken, while you two are driving inside the police car with the siren on,
Wee woo wee woo wee wee.
Do we change to the crime scene at least?
okay, you guys can still roleplay before arriving the crime scene. Okay, where to?
Mm-hmm. Basically, since he's driving, I just tell him this. Well, at least you'll be happy to know that, I would say you're innocent from the whole thing. Ash, unless he had dinner still. I think so.
Yeah, he didn't
During
say he
this
was bad.
time, should be because his
All
family
right.
has very inconsistent dinner time. So
Uh,
let's just go
yeah,
with
yeah,
the fact
yeah,
that
yeah,
he's
yeah.
away from keyboard.
What a curious criticism. You and your inconsistent dinner time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna
I
ignore
mean, that's
this.
the truth.
I'm gonna ignore this scene.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna be going to. All right.
Oh wait, Ash,
And
are you here?
I
Oh.
am
Oh, okay.
back.
Welcome back.
All
Just
right.
in time. Just in
See,
time.
told you inconsistent.
Uh,
No, move on to the next scene, DM. Move on to the next scene. I don't mind waiting.
I want you two to role play this
yeah. Because
because
this has happened basically on the way, like in the car. While basically I'm looking like
Ah.
at the different crime scene photos that I have took, while you are of course driving, I just say this to
Hmm?
you. Well, you'll be happy to know that you're innocent of the whole killing these people.
Uh, why? Do you still want my alibi?
You're
I just jeered at him. I just twitched.
one. I know you prefer sniper rifles and non-lethal ammunition over blades and swords. I don't know how good you are with a sword, so I'm reserving my judgment until I see you holding one. But from the amount of time that I've spent with you, I would say you prefer sniper rifle over a blade anytime. So,
Uh,
so, who do you think we're dealing with? A fan, a copycat, a psychotic ex that I'm not aware of, or another time traveler like we do? I mean, it seems
I
to.
I just raised palm. I just raised palm and just decided to entertain him. Ever thought about female assassins?
Uh,
You know, ones with long, rapid like ears and nine and at least 1 to 9 foxtails.
and they say the word nyan at the end of every word. Ha ha ha, sir. I forgot how to laugh. Take this seriously. I don't know anything about your private life, and preferably, I would, at least I would prefer to know like some of your private life so I can not get surprised when you say, "Oh, it's my long lost girlfriend who somehow time traveled with us just to kill me," or my psychotic half sister who's here to kill me because I forgot her birthday. The classics.
Stepsister, blah 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 blah. Do you ever shut up?
Do you ever get good as a police officer?
This is why I hate you. Even back in 2099.
And yet we're still, together. We're together forever, baby.
Remind me again why I decided to follow you
Mary,
to the
Mary,
outside.
Mary.
Wait. What?
Jerry, Jerry,
Repeat?
Jerry.
Can you?
Guys,
Mhm.
please. Okay. Remind me again why did I follow you out to the desert when we took on that mission?
Honestly, I was in it because of the pay was good. 50,000. I was gonna, give you guys 8 to 9K and keep the rest of it for myself. You know how it goes.
Uh, then just flick on the siren and then just step the pedal and then put the pedal to the metal.
Wee.
Okay, DM, I'm done.
okay. After that conversation, you arrive at the alleyway. When you arrive, you hear gunshot after gunshots and gunshots, and now move your character to here on the furthest left.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is here. Hub. Can you flip my character? Yep, thank you. Now I shall move back.
Okay. The moment you actually arrive, you see two of these criminals in the distance somehow actually shooting their pistol, and after that they got shot. The moment actually they got shot, this one actually they just fell and then died. And you see others in the distance. And after that, you see this particular person distance, two pistol, knife, and then you hear the criminals started screaming at his name, and he said, "We are going to kill you, Shadow. We'll make sure that you die here and bleed here, and make sure that your heart will be given to Tiger Shark." Then you hear this particular person that they refer to as Shadow come to reply back and said, "Hey, I'm Shadow, but I'm not the Shadow. I'm Shadow Spider. Get the name right." Then after he took out his guns and after he started shooting the two criminals in the distance. And then after that, when he shot them, he was so precise that the two criminals actually fell. And then after that, just died. You saw this thing, this incident, Draken, and then Mindbot. And then, as you arrive, what do you want to do?
I look at my bot. How can I be in two places at once?
That could be
I just look
your.
at him. I look at him with a sneer.
I just simply say this. That's your. That's none other than your evil doppelganger. You know, because you're a good guy and he's bound to be the evil one.
Oh! Now we're playing good cop, bad cop. Jeez. I take out my handgun, cock it, and then ready and then ready action just in case if you tell us to do initiative.
Roll initiative.
Oh god.
I knew it. You guys say roll initiative.
A ready action for initiative. That doesn't mean you get to go first.
Exactly.
A ready action initiative. There you go.
Mindbot, you're not in order. So roll again. I'm gonna put 30.
Oh, okay.
Why is your initiative 30 anyway? That's very high.
It's basically
19
20
plus
plus 10.
11. Woo, that's
Yeah,
high.
exactly. Okay, here
Oh.
we are.
He has a plus 11 apparently.
Because I rolled 19 plus 11.
So quick to the trigger.
My 11 is my 5 plus 6 on agility. I got 6 on my agility and 5 on my initiative. Too bad it's not.
All right, Mindbot.
No wonder.
Mindbot first.
Bloody hell.
Shadow Spider second. Drake. Draken after that.
I basically,
Okay.
ready my gun and then advance since there is no, movement. I'm gonna be advancing, quote unquote, on a steady pace. Naturally, the criminals are dead, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
that.
just advance all the way to here and just say to this unknown person, not the most cleanest job, but isn't it a bit bloody? You could do better with just using either tranquilizer shots or even non-lethal ammunition. Who are you or did they do anything to hurt you?
Then he looks at you. Are you gonna roll for persuasion for this?
Definitely.
Okay.
Never mind. Never mind.
Fucking street talker.
And this is not an at one.
Hey,
It's not
then
an
he's
at one.
Fucking street
then
talker.
he looks at you and said, "Hey, if it isn't Mindbot, Shadow's friend. Well, I'm Shadow Spider. Nice to meet you. But before that, I have to make sure that you're dead so that I can get the real Shadow to be here." Then he take out his two guns and then start shooting at you 5 times.
What the hell?
Oh god.
Spiders don't even have guns. This doesn't work at all.
I'm gonna be dodging 5 times. So
Yep. Okay. Dodge five
okay,
times.
so this is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. I'm pretty sure the 16 and the 22 are a fail. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. The 16 and the 22 is a fail.
Okay, so I
Okay.
roll my toughness 2 times.
Toughness. Mm-hmm.
Here's one. Shit!
Oh dear.
Oh god.
That one on toughness. Oof. Oof. He hit you in the artery.
You are
Yes.
immediately in cap.
I'm sorry for not going with you.
I'm
Mm.
basic-
You are immediately in cap. You're in cap immediately.
Uh,
You can roll for fortitude.
okay, I'll roll for my fortitude to see if I'm still unconscious at least for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh,
DM, can
perfect.
The
I
will to fight.
Wow.
You're
can
bleeding.
I
Yep, where is it?
can
Michael,
I declare
Michael.
which part of the body? No, no, I just want to say which part of the body on my body he's the artery. Can I say
Oh,
like
okay.
is his Achilles heel? Like it is his entire left leg, like the literal left heel.
All right. Okay, Draken. The moment Mindbot actually head forward to actually talk to this particular person that calls themselves Shadow Spider was just having a short conversation, immediately took out his gun. Bam, 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 bam. And what you noticed about Shadow Spider was when he picked up his pistol from his holster, he actually swing it. He didn't even point straight at Walter. He actually swing it in a circular motion while pulling the trigger, tam, 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 and then the bullets actually curves at Mindbot.
Oh wow.
I just give in all. It's like I thought bullets curve
I
down,
can't do
not
that.
sideways, but down. If there's sideways, there's wind, and there is no wind.
Okay, Shadow, your turn. Or,
All
I
right,
mean, Drake. You're not Shadow yet.
yeah,
Drake, your
move
turn.
forward. I flash my badge while aiming my gun. Freeze!
Please?
Freeze!
Freeze,
Superhero task
please.
force.
Shadow Spider looking, please? There's fleas on me? Damn it.
Okay,
He
hold on. Let
replied
me
back.
let me roll intimidation.
Not
Mm,
bad.
not gonna. It's not. It ain't gonna work, brother. It ain't gonna work.
And he like looks, there's no fleas on me. Wait. He'll funny look. You're not in costume.
Ah,
Oh.
Nani?
Eh?
Red costume. What the hell? What the hell are you
Nani?
talking about? I just put my badge back and then just aim at him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then you should. Okay, go ahead.
No, no, no. I'm not gonna shoot. I'm just gonna just aim. Ready, action.
All right. Hey, he looks at you. I'm not gonna fight you. You're not gonna be in costume, Draken.
Too bad. Too bad. This is my job. Now hands in the air.
Then he point. Then he was pulled. Then he put both of his guns back into his holster, and after he put his palm out and said, "Wait a minute, Draken. Are you telling me that you forgot moi, me, your friend?"
I walk past my down my bot and aim at him. Yeah, try. Yeah, try to remind me. Cause I ain't gonna listen.
You've really forgotten what we have done together. Remember the time you and me at Malibu? You were you were rubbing my body with sun oil and everything, and you really like it. Don't you remember?
I put my gun to the ground a few times at him and what then back at him. On your knees now.
You've really forgotten who I am. I mean, he's not even intimidated by your shot. He looks at you. And then roll for insight, Draken.
That 20 boy.
Nice.
Mhm. Then you think to yourself, wait, the insignia, the shooting skill, and everything. You know this man, Draken. Even though he's hidden behind his mask, but you know him personally. And you actually it shock that image from your head. All that thing about rubbing his body with sound, oh, that's all a lie, of course. But you know that's his jokes actually mostly, just to actually get your attention, just to actually get your mind away from the situations at hand. What all you remember is you know him from a time when you actually worked together with him, but there was a long time ago. And if Shadow Spider is here, and the number of shadows in the city that's killing criminals, and why they actually call you Shadow, if Shadow Spider is here, then the other shadows are also here. You remembered only a few of them, of course. One of them is Shadow Spider, second is Shadow Striker, then the other one is Storm Shadow. All
I
of
shoot.
them
I should have
all
followed
of
my
them,
head. That's just.
all
I
of
just.
them actually have their names. All of them actually have their names initials starting with the SS, because you were an SS a long time ago.
Okay.
Okay, DM. Let me guess. Shadow Sniper. I'm just guessing. I'm
You
just
were
guessing.
you were an SS. You work for the SS. The reason why all of you actually bear the code names SS is because of the time when you worked for the Third Reich. That was a long time ago, Draken. A time that you don't want to remember. As an elf, you have lived so long, you never aged. To these people, you look like a bloody teenager. But when you look at Shadow Spider, that means in the other places within the
Uh,
city, that means that with Mindbot bleeding, you're surprised to see Mindbot bleeding, though you're not really surprised. I mean, he's dying, but he managed to actually hold his wounds and still bleeding there on the floor. He's not dying, of course. So, Draken, what do you want to do? You know Shadow Spider is here. He can actually take you down easily.
uh,
What do you want to do?
Okay. I just lower my pistol, go back and kneel over and hold the mind bot's wound. Well, if you haven't, hey, I guess just look at him. Well, if you're here just to kill those criminals, you better leave. What I call for I tried. I'm gonna call for backup soon.
He turns and then he said, I'm not going to fight you if you're not in costume. That's no fun. It's boring. Without you as Shadow, this fight is meaningless.
I just groaned and remembered why I left the SS because I'm just gonna throw in the idea anyway. I betrayed them by joining the allies.
in the background of your head, you start hearing, the quote unquote, the Mr. Schmidt sounds and a classic Hitler speech and such.
Then he
Would you
slowly
like me
walks
to
away.
imitate it? I can imitate that for you if you
Oh,
like.
God.
In the Zeit von den Hitzman! Anyway.
Shadow Spider walks away and he looks at you and said, I'm not gonna even bother with you, Draken, until you're in costume, until then, I'm gonna start killing people, criminals of course. Because you're no longer killing. And I'm not gonna be using my grappling hook and start going from rooftop to rooftop and brooding over the city. I'm gonna just take the doors, of course. Then he slowly walks over towards the door, opens it up slowly, and then he walks inside and closes it behind him, and then vanish. Okay, with Mindbot on the floor bleeding, or is actually holding his wounds.
I'm,
Draken, what
Okay,
do you want to do?
I call on the radio. Dispatch, we're gonna need medevac.
as I basically like holding my wound, I just say like to him, "What did I say? You fucking owe me an explanation into who is he, and don't go saying you don't know him. I've seen the look
I
between
pull
the
my
two of you."
I pull I pu- I quickly flick back my safety back from safe to semi auto and aim at his head. Don't even make me try. Don't even make me do it.
Okay. Anyways, Mindbot,
Mm-hmm.
if you want the medical officers to treat your wound, they will know your identity.
Oh no, man, definitely not. I basically like stand up, barely like holding to this rail. I just say to him, uh, "Don't bother with the medevac. I'll borrow your police cruiser and I'll call you and tell you where to pick it up. The last thing I want is publicity over what
Uh,
happens."
Now you're gonna steal a police cruiser. I'm gonna have to arrest you for that, bub.
I'm wounded and injured, and I said I will call you to pick it up from somewhere. So,
No, that's taxpayers' money. That's taxpayer
uh,
money. You better take a cab, bub.
I Hub, I use my phone to bring my car, the muscle car, and just have it
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
nearby, and that's when I'll just like assume I basically took my car and just put the direction to home and had the car self drive itself.
Okay, sure. Easily done.
So
Okay.
Easily
I'll
done.
just remove
Uh,
myself from here in later.
Okay.
okay.
All right.
For me, I go back to the police car to start and take out the evidence markers and start placing evidence everywhere. Evidence markers everywhere.
Hmm. Okay. They put evidence markers everywhere. They
And then
put
I
it
call
there.
in dispatch to tell them, dispatch, cancel them, medevac. I'm going to need backup and investigators.
Okay. When you pick up the radio, trying to actually call the other police officers to go to your general direction, suddenly you hear static, Draken, from your police radio.
I raise my eyebrow.
When you
Okay.
raise, when you
Hun.
try to call, you try
Uh-huh.
to call to other dispatch. Again, you hear
Uh-huh.
static.
Okay. Hun.
Then,
Okay. Okay. Do I notice anything strange because of the static?
when you hear the static, you hear a different voice from the radio, and after that, the voice actually calls out and say, "Hello, Shadow."
I just murmured, what the fuck?
And then the person from the other side of the radio that speaks back to you, and after he said, "I'm looking at your friend from my scope, of course. And indeed, she is very beautiful. I'm surprised that you actually have friends for a shadowy person such as yourself, Shadow, for a former assassin. You shouldn't be keeping yourself close with all this menial life. As a person that lived older than anybody else on this world, I'm surprised that you're even willing to make yourself even be known to all these flesh creatures, those that will even get old, those who will even die of old age. Of course, you will still look like a very young teenager. And from my scope, apparently Officer uh, Zelda is busy looking at these people. Of
Okay, I
course,
roll inside.
Shadow. Oh, for insight? Okay. This other person actually talking to you, judging from his voice, you haven't heard his voice for a really long time. It is actually Shadow Striker. Shadow Striker apparently is a man which you have not met for a long time, which of course you trained even when he was a young boy a
Okay,
long, long time ago.
I walk over to this side and then stay hidden stay hidden in the inside. I
Mm-hmm.
then
Right.
I then reply back. Cut with this bullshit. Cut with the bullshit, boy. What do you want?
Now we need to meet me, Shadow. We will not fight, of course. I just want you to be yourself, not this rookie police officer that you dress up per day just to walk around like some cosplayer dressing up like a different person. This is not you, Shadow. That is just a person that you actually take a different personality. I want you to meet me up at the rooftop. I'll send you these coordinates that you need to go. Come alone. I would see if your flying friends will be coming to actually follow you. Dress up.
Then I reply back. Over 100 years and still never let go. Never let go of the past and never wanted to adjust to civilian life. You're just pathetic.
Then after that, then he actually responded and said, I've given you the coordinates. We'll have this conversation further. Over and out, Officer Draken. Then after that, you hear static. And then after that, then you hear the police chatter the other side. This
And
is
then
dispatch. This is dispatch coming over to your location right now, Officer Draken.
I told them, cancel the medevac. I got bodies here everywhere. Fresh too. And I need investigators. I did place down the investigation markers.
Okay. Then you do that. Then do you wait over at the crime scene location or you drive out?
I walk out here, lean back, and roll inside myself to recall a lot of things from the SS from the 40s all the way to my betrayal to the Allies and working with the US with the CIA.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah, so basically I'm living the Black Ops life.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Your codename Shadow has always been there. Just that you remove the last initial so they don't call you FS. They just call you S.
Yeah.
And then the S on your shoulder doesn't mean hope, of course. It's a shadow. And then when a reporter asks you what S stands for, shadow, it's shadow. It's hope. But you know, for insight, you think to yourself, you have been working so long with all these other people throughout your whole life. You never age. That's the reason why it's so difficult for them to actually distinguish who you really are. Only a few people know you're an elf. Other than that, everybody else thinks you're human, or even an immortal human. But you've been changing your hairstyle many times. You've been wearing different uniforms, different costumes all the time. From the 40s all the way to the 70s, to the 90s, or even to now, to the cyberpunk era. What are you going to do, Ricky?
Another hero, baby. I'm gonna still brood over the. Okay, I'm just gonna satisfy you, DM. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna keep on rolling inside until police backup arrives. In other words,
Mhm.
brooding over the ID, over the old memories.
Many
Okay,
ellipses.
So I'll
brooding.
roll one more insight.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello.
Okay. When you're thinking about your past, then after about 30 minutes, then the police officers actually arrive. Some of them quickly, then looking into the bodies themselves. And then one of the officer actually walks slowly towards you, Draken, and said, Officer Draken, are you okay?
I snap out, huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. They were like this when I got here.
Who did this? You saw it. You saw the attacker.
I barely got a glimpse. I light. So I light. I barely got a glimpse of him.
Okay. Well,
Roll deception.
now
Is it?
Yes, roll
rolling
deception.
actually. Rolling. Because these guys are PL1, PL0 officers, so of course their roles are so bad, so they
Okay.
won't be able to actually detect.
Okay. So
Okay.
so do I roll or no need? No need.
Yeah, deception actually. You still need to roll. You might never know. You might roll one. Right. Roll her the line, and after she looks at you and then she said, okay, Officer Draken. Well, we're here now if you want to go somewhere else. Or you can actually stay here and assist us with this investigation.
Yeah. Better do that. I mean, it's my job after all.
Okay.
Fucking supers, man.
Right. Well, the SS are not they are superhuman because they have your blood.
Yeah, but
That's why they can live very long. But I will save that for the later
got this.
during the last half an hour.
Eh?
Okay. All
Yeah. Well,
right.
I can't wait to go to become hitman.
Okay. Meanwhile, at the dark alley. Okay, Uriel, you see the officers slowly arriving to look at the remains and then to bring them towards the nearest police station for further investigation. What do you want to do?
I think I've gathered as much as I'm going to get now. So basically, they're just coming with body bags and whatnot, and basically cleaning up the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll move on now, and I'll see if I can all right. So was any of that police chatter loud enough, like
Yeah,
over
the
there
police
over
the
their
police chatter is
intercoms?
loud enough. It's loud enough for you to actually know where to go. And on
All
the
right, cool.
police chatter, you heard that on the eastern alleyway, police officers attacked. Police officer was actually attacked, and then after that, dead criminals, and that's about it. The eastern alleyway, there are dead criminals already, and then after that, further towards the northwest, or further towards the south area, also you hear criminals already dead, being killed, and then but currently the police actually are heading their way there. So right now, all five sections of the city are now full with police activities.
Yeah, fair enough. So it's yeah, it seems like a safe enough assumption. There's going to be cops all over the place. There's not much
Mm-hmm.
I can do. It seems like at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no
All right,
problem.
I'll make my way back home.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll call by that area that was kind of on the way, that was near my
Mm-hmm.
place on the way
Okay.
home,
All right.
just to scope it out, make sure no one's coming back to look at their dirty work.
Mm-hmm.
And after I'm
Okay.
satisfied, I'll just make my way back home.
All right. First, I want you to roll for perception.
Okay.
First, roll for perception.
Mhm.
Okay, and then stealth.
Perception. Stealth.
Correct. That's good.
I
The
don't
stealth
see much,
is
but no one finds me.
yeah. That's the thing. You didn't see much activity. The criminals are not really everywhere on the streets. It seems that the police activity itself was more than enough to send a lot of these other criminals hiding. Because
Hmm.
not only that, roll for inside Ariel.
Okay. Does that have to be trained?
No, you can roll for inside. It doesn't have to be
Okay.
trained. You can use it untrained even investigation.
Other than that,
All right.
I'll go decent.
Okay. Even though you try to look around for all these other criminal activities, Cyril, but you slowly use your stealth that you learned many years during your time in California, in Chicago itself, to actually sneak your way back to your apartment. But you also think to yourself, the streets is quiet most of the time. You always hear all these other criminal activities very busy, mostly at night. But it's very quiet. Perhaps the reason is because only of one thing. These shadows, these shadows slowly slowly killing all the other criminals around the city. And that is the reason why many of them are hiding.
Hmm.
Then
Um,
you head back towards your apartment to actually think
mhm.
back on the next possible step that you need to do. When you head back to your apartment, you see your bed. You think it's late at night. All the other people is most likely sleeping around this time, of course. You are, this is just one of your cheap apartment that you actually stayed. Then you change back to your alter ego Vince. And then to think what to do next. Okay. You look
I
out the
want to ask,
window.
why is he showing his butt?
He's no,
Sorry, why is he showing his butt
he's
though?
No,
looking outside the
he's
window.
looking out the window longingly.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Longingly.
Long yes. Like thinking what to do next. To do
Basically, at this point, he's starting to think, I might need to actually make contact with these people. They're going to know more than I am, and I'm not going to figure these things out in this strange place on my own.
yes. And then okay, while you're actually there thinking during the night, going back thinking to whether you should rest or should you listen to all the radio chatter busy through the whole night trying to capture this shadow. Okay. Meanwhile, the Blue Rush, you ran back injured, cuts everywhere. Where do you want to go? Back to your apartment?
Yeah, back to my apartment.
Okay. It's back to your apartment. Okay. Ashlyn, Ray, and also Michael. Okay. All right, Ashlyn, Ray, and Michael, what do you want to do? Roll, play, please.
Hmm. Ah, for me, I already finished dinner, eating dinner, watching TV. Yeah, what do you want to do?
I turn up the TV. What do I see? Is there any news and everything?
Yes. You actually hear news of shadow, multiple shadow sightings in the city area killing criminals. And you see the reporter, the news, talking about Shadow is killing criminals. We're not too sure what happened to Shadow. And then how does Shadow able to do all this? You need to question Drayton. Both you and
Hey,
Michael saw the
Draken!
news.
Hey,
Hmm?
Michael! Are you
What
seeing
about?
this?
Yeah, I'm
Like
eating my spaghetti
something
while I'm
about
watching this.
shadow, something about shadow, multiple shadow killing left and right. My goodness, I never knew that Earth is such a dangerous place.
Neither have I. Right. I know he kills, but multiple of them? That that can be right.
Wait, do I know Shadow is actually Draken Herbert?
Did he
Hello,
reveal
Herbert?
him? Did he reveal himself to you that time?
I know, I don't think
No.
I
so.
would say no, but he knows that it's Shadow. He met Shadow, but not his true identity. That's all.
I would just
So
assume that
you
I
know
do not know
Shadow
who
and
Shadow
Shadow.
is. Like.
Yeah, but you
I'll
know
just
there
assume
is a
that I do not
Shadow.
know. Yeah, I just know that there is a person named Shadow. I just don't know who is Shadow. So I was like,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
maybe I should migrate again. Earth doesn't seem like a very comfy place to be when there's a serial killer going left and right.
No, you should be. Maybe you should stop this shadow from killing. That is what you and Michael should be doing. What is What is a
No,
lawful good Mike? What is a lawful good Michael doing? Sitting down, not doing anything about it.
but I'm not lawful good,
I
Herbert.
haven't
That's the thing.
No, I'm not.
But
I'm
I'm not
talking about
lawful.
I haven't
Michael.
reached
Okay.
no, I haven't reached that part yet. I just because to him he knows that Shadow likes to just get over with everything. Hence why he's always angry at him. But this is new. Hmm.
Yeah, you better role play this turbo, you.
I know Shadow likes to kill, but multiple shadows and killing, he never mentioned that before. Even though he hates me.
Maybe you should start questioning your friendship with him. He sounds like a dangerous person to be around.
Eh, he's always been a dangerous person. Why do you think he's always a emotional wreck and always trying to, get my head for being such a goody boy?
You,
But he's
really
still better
boy?
than Walter though.
Oh yes, definitely Walter. Oh, I can't stand him. I don't know. He just gave me the vibe that he's so narcissistic. I just can't. I don't know. Guys like him is just so. I could if I could just blast his face away, I would. But I know you were gonna stop me, so it's like I won't.
Please.
But if given the chance, I would. I would totally do it for free. I
Please
would
do.
do it. I would do it by licking your foot as well. I would do it just so I could not see his face again
Yeah.
because.
What is this conversation?
Please to vaporize me. I want to use Hitman now.
Oh no, I'm not talking about you.
Uh,
I'm talking about Walter.
I
I'm
stop
talking
you
about
there. You
Walter.
see, if you want to blast Walter, I don't mind, but I need him so I can get back to my time. This isn't my time.
My time, your time doesn't matter. Everyone have their own time.
I was referring to the actual year. I'm not from here. I'm from the future.
Well, I'm not from
Let's
Earth.
just
I'm
say
from
Walter.
Temerians. Well, I'm not from here. I'm not from Earth. I'm from Temerian. Does it matter? I'm still here.
I just accept calmly. Let me roll for will if I get annoyed by this. I'm slightly annoyed. Slightly annoyed. If you want to vaporize him, come back in another 30 years. But for now, do you want
Why wait
to
30
ask
years
Shadow
when
about
I
this
can do it in
matter?
10 seconds? Why wait 30 years when I can do it in 10 seconds?
Because I need to get back to the future. If I do
Future,
anything
my future. You
more
know
in
what?
this
Just
time,
call him, okay? Why are we even bickering among ourselves? We are supposed to look at this thing. You are supposed to look at this thing. I'm not even from around here, so I won't even know what's going on. Maybe you like can fill me in.
alright, long story short, Walter, Shadow, myself, and another of our friend named Cressidia are not from this time. We're from the future. 30 years in the future. We were sent here because of
Why?
Walter's greed. And because of that greed, I became the Red Lantern and caused crisis because the person who set us up caused me to really break out my shell. That was such a fun moment.
I knew he was a bad news when I first lay my eye on him. He was a bad news all around him. His entire face says that fuck off. His entire face just says fuck off. I
So
do
you
not
knew
know
he
what
was
does that
trouble when
mean.
you walked
I
in.
do not know what does that mean, but apparently that's what Earth people call it. Like what? Fuck face? I do not know what's that supposed to mean.
Yes, he's an asshole. He is a rude person, but I need him so I can get back to my era because I don't want to screw up this present. Me being here is already screwy enough.
Yeah.
But regarding about Shadow,
Anyway, I
you
guess you
want
are
to find
done. I
him?
think we can go and look
Look for Shadow. Fair
to
enough.
find him. You.
Yeah,
There's
Ian, I can hear you
apparently
now. You
news
were breaking
about
up
him
just
being
now.
left and right. I mean, I don't really want to be involved in that. Hello, hello,
Yeah, I can hear. I can hear.
hello.
Yeah, we can hear you
We
Yeah,
can
I
hear
can
you.
How
hear.
much can you hear? How much can you hear? Because I've been talking quite a lot.
the whole time.
I've heard everything.
I kept I could hear well, but then it got cut off like in certain sessions. Like okay, I can hear most of it.
There's always lag,
Anyway, I just say
but you
that
can't fix it.
I'm not one to be in. I'm not one to actually interfere with Earth things, but then. I mean, I really kind of sort of did it, so it's like, but honest to say, it's kind of a drag to do all this superhero thing, whatever you guys call it. So I mean, if you are there, at least you know I could like maybe tag along, but that's about it.
Then let's
Fighting
go now.
crimes and everything, that's not really my style.
No, but for the answer is let's go. Let's go find Shadow and ask
All
him
right,
what's
all right.
actually happening. I wear my ring, wait for Ashley, and then we go. Fight locating Shadow.
But I immediately transform. I really transform to my image, to my, and just flew out from the window. I will just flew out.
Okay. You flew out from the window. Okay.
Same
Should
here.
be really done. Okay. While you're actually looking for Shadow, you do know you need to call Shadow, right? To ask where he is.
Let's try. Let's try. Let's try calling him. I tried to call Shadow.
Bro, I can't hear. There's a lot of wind. I'm flying.
Dombo
Wait,
yang
what?
anda daw
I'm
tidak dapat
flying.
All
I
right.
tried to call
Actually,
Shadow.
Yan, yes. Actually, Yan, yes. That's what it's supposed to do. The number you have dialed cannot be reached at the moment. Please try again later.
Please leave a
Figures.
message.
Mhm. Okay. Right.
Figures.
You call Draken though. Not that he turned off his phone. It's easily done. Okay, Draken, you receive a phone call from Michael. What do you do?
I just I just cancel the call. I just cancel the call while investigate while I kneel down over a body and just type a message. Call him back after work, dumbass.
Okay, do you go to the coordinates that was given to you by Shadow Striker? Because if you don't, then Zelda Robin probably will be strike.
I'm just gonna stay around until I finish my shift and then head until I finish my work and then head and meet up with Walter.
Alright. So in other words, you will ignore the 1 hour time that you're supposed to meet Shadow Striker.
Yeah.
So you want
Because
Zelda Robin to be strike.
Whoa.
if not everybody if not everyone else will be like question mark question mark question mark.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah,
Alright.
better dedicate myself to the job first.
Okay. Alright.
Whoa.
So I will okay. That means Uriel was not there to see this happen. So in other words, okay, then you ignore the call from Michael. Michael, Draken ignored your call. What do you do?
Hmm. Figures.
Mm-hmm.
Probably let's okay, let me roll for insight.
Boy,
I know
you're
how to meta
flying
game.
though. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know how to meta game, so let me just roll for insight. 14. So can I declare that I'll try to go find Draken's actual partner, like
Mind what?
the
Zelda?
not Zelda,
Zelda?
and also can you besides me? Yeah, Zelda.
Hmm. Okay.
Find
You
Zelda.
don't know where Zelda is, and
Hmm.
yeah, and I think the one that's fastest flight person here is Ethereal Star.
Yep.
Okay. So you can fly from one direction to the other. You can roll for perception, okay, to look for Zelda because they're at the top of the building. So finding people at the alleyway is gonna be quite difficult. So I'm gonna let
Uh,
you go from one place to the other. Five rolls, okay, perception together with your star. You need to role play this with her, of course, telling
hmm.
her what you're doing so that she can also
Yeah.
go from one place to the other.
I tell her, it was star. Find Shadow's partner, not my bot, that police girl. Her name is Zelda. Find her, and we might find him.
Oh, you mean that girl? You mean that woman that has a bootylicious butt? Is that what you always call her, bootylicious butt?
I don't call anyone with bootylicious bun willy nilly April Star. Please just find
That's
her.
not what
Maybe
you
we can.
say last night in your dream.
Did I stutter? No, right. I didn't call her bootylicious. And please, I am not looking to copulate with ladies willy nilly. Alright? Let's just find
Yeah,
Zelda police.
whatever.
Thank you.
So, how about what should I roll? Perception?
Perception five times, and then he also
And
perception five times.
yep.
Must scan through the hordes of
At
bootylicious
one.
boxes.
First
Yes.
one. Okay, I got nothing.
You find no bootylicious buttocks.
Okay. Zero star flying around
Oh,
looking for good delicious but good delicious but
you guys really want me to do that thing again? Because I'm not gonna do it just for the lols. Okay, if the scene presents itself, I might choose to do it, but not now. This is just forcing me. It's not fun. Yeesh.
Saying that that's not what you say in your dream. That's what I just said. I did not mention anything about anyway. Hello.
Continue.
yep. Okay,
So I
continue.
think we got the essence of it.
Hello?
Nope. There we go.
Alright,
I
what's
think
next? What
everyone dropped
happened?
for a
Everyone
second.
died.
I
Okay.
think we just dropped for a second.
Okay. Let's now rolling for perception to see okay. Perception 24, 18, 14, 23, 7, 11, 9, 7, 16. Okay. Nothing. Okay. Nope. You're able to actually find Zelda Robin. So actually flying through the city, heading towards all the crime scenes. So actually, the moment you actually flew over it, you do not see her, but you did see the other police officers bringing the bodies into the ambulance vehicle while being escorted by other police vehicles. You don't actually see Zelda, Robin anyway. At the same time, while you're all actually trying to call Michael. Okay, you can try to call Michael again. If he slowly put down the phone, then you have to choose another alternative action. Blue Rush, maybe.
Call
Yeah.
call Shadow. Call Shadow. Trying to call
Shadow and
Shadow.
Draken is the same guy, right?
Mm-hmm. Because you said Michael. Like
I mean, do we
Okay.
know anymore?
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
I asked Introstar. So you alright? I'm gonna ask you this first. Start. Should we call Walter or Mindboy in this case?
No, anyone but Walter. Anyone but Walter. I do not trust Walter. I rather trust you with my life than trust him with my thighs.
What?
Cheers. Alright, in that case, let's find Blue Rush, or we've tried again with Shadow. I mean, I'm not too sure which is which now.
On.
Who you got that?
Who you looking
Eh,
for?
Yeah, that let's
you got all
let's
right, Draken. You receive a call again from Michael. What do you do?
Is my shift over?
us
Hmm?
should
Is
be.
my
Nope.
shift over, or I'm still doing overtime? I think I'm doing
Of,
overtime.
of course, you're doing overtime. Everybody's dead left and right and center.
I I I cancel the call. I might text him again. I'm on overtime. Damn it! Stop calling me. And a follow up text. Why don't you go to fucking to Walter? You fucking Greek two shoes.
This is really bad. Star, we have to, like or not, call that stupid of a man Walter.
No. Why
I don't like
him?
it.
Why him?
Why? Because we have no bloody choice. I call Walter, regardless of my own feelings towards that asshole.
Okay, who do you call? Faster. Declare now.
Walter. I already
Mm-hmm.
He's
said
calling
Walter.
Mind Bolt.
Okay.
He's calling Mind Bolt. He's just being Eric Fairy about it.
Wait.
Yeah.
What? Am I still like on the way back to the warehouse, or have I reached there already?
Are you bleeding?
You already reached the house while bleeding. Those are
Oh,
warehouse.
okay.
But you already got assisted by Roach. The moment you actually
Mm-hmm.
arrived at the warehouse, Roach actually came over to actually help you to actually bring you towards the room to actually clean up your wounds. And then after that, it took some time though actually cleaning up. It's actually because you need to actually. But luckily for you, because the bullet actually go through your body, so the bullet don't actually get stuck inside the body. So just making a gaping hole behind you, and that's about it. But after a few bandages and after cleaning up, that's when the time you actually receive a call from Michael. The,
I ans.
yeah, you
Yeah, I
no,
answer the call and like, I just want to get like into the weak voice. Yeah, how can I help you? And you're like hearing him. It's not the sound of as if he just woke up. It's like as if he's in an excruciating pain.
You sound like shit. What happened?
I
He is the
I
shit.
think I know basically who's killing those gangsters, and I was shot by one of them. Trust me, whatever armor you're wearing, it's useless. They're his shot me 5 times, and all the bullets kept curving. Instead of going straight, they curve left, right, and above and below. I managed to avoid 3 of them, but the last 2 got me seriously. And
Oh, so you met one of the
yeah, and
shadows.
also our boy Shadow seems to know them, or at least one of them. I managed to stay, awake enough.
Great.
That's when I'm like, I staring at my own wound. As Roach is like bandaging me, I managed to stay awake long enough to hear the conversation. Yeah, we may have really a bad one in our hands. Come to the warehouse and I'll tell you my initial findings on the whole thing.
And are you sure you're in a good state?
I'm in a good state to talk, yeah, but give me like what, couple of days, a week maybe, and I'll heal through it. I mean, whiskey and lots of morphine can help, anybody, forget the pain. And when bring Baskin Robbins donuts with you. I'm having a little bit of craving, either that or this is the morphine speaking.
You are not in the position to do that. If you
I can
ever
imagine. I imagine it's like Mike Red Lantern flew to Dunkin' Donuts and they start buying Dunkin' Donuts and flew out again.
No,
But as if
I'm not gonna do that for him. I'm not gonna for him. You just stay put. I'll come. Alright, I'll come by. Yes.
You
all
will
right,
come.
okay.
I look at
CUM. You
Oh
will
lord.
come.
All right, Red Lantern.
COME.
You received the call from Walter. Walter explained everything to you in the call. Do you tell? It will start this one.
Oh no.
Let's go.
Oh
We have to
no.
meet that
Do
annoying
you
fucker.
even blindfold her at least?
Blindfold
No.
If you're
who?
your star, because
I mean, during the
the
event, or
blindfold.
What for?
It's the warehouse hideout.
If
What
you
for?
if you blindfold it through a star, it's gonna crash into a skyscraper, into a flying plane, or any
I mean,
buildings
at
around the
least you can,
area.
See?
like grab her hand while she's blindfolded and guide her through the whole thing.
No.
Okay.
No. No, no, no. I'm not gonna do
it's
that.
many layers complicated.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying.
That
Yes,
just
a simple.
to put
It's
it
like
straight.
asking
It,
Superman to fly
it's so
blindfolded.
fucking complicated.
Yes, it is fucking complicated.
Oh yeah,
I
okay.
guide her to the
Try it.
warehouse.
Please try it. I want to see what
Actually, yeah.
happens.
Please try it. Please try
No.
it. Please try it.
Okay. Let's ask Nyan first. Nyan, do you allow? If you allow, I'll do that. If you allow. If not, I'm just gonna
Do
ignore
it.
it.
Do it. Do
Oh,
it.
blindfold.
Man, I'll be able to find you guys real easy after this. As will most of the other people in the city, but I'll be able to find you.
I'm still not gonna do
Wait,
that. That's against
blindfold.
my
Hello,
nature.
hello. Can you hear me?
hmm
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now can. Yeah, now
What?
can.
What? Blindfold is it? Is that what you're trying to say? Blindfold me?
hmm
No, I hold your hand while you
You know
blindfold
that.
and
You
we
know.
go.
You know that blindfold doesn't work shit on me because I can just fucking laser through the fucking cloth right with my eye.
I didn't know
Honor
that. I
system.
didn't know that. I didn't know that. You didn't tell me
I can do that.
how
So it's
much
like there's
knowledge
no
there.
point of blindfolding me. Even if you do, I'll fucking punch you before you can even do it to me. Okay?
No, other than that,
See?
Ichiro Star can blindfold herself just for the sake of it and see what happens next. And then after that, tomorrow's news is like, oh, Magenta meteorite crashed into a plane and 240 people died.
That's gonna be on my conscience.
I mean,
No.
why not? Why not, right?
Again, if Nyan allows that, I'll find a way. I'm just gonna like grab her,
why
like
why need
hold
why
her
need
arm.
why need the blindfold? Don't you trust Ichiro Star to get over to this secret
I
hideout that
trust.
Walter is hiding?
This is why goody two shoes are a pain in the ass.
Then
If you
roleplay it.
don't know how to play them right.
Then roleplay it. There's no need to blindfold her and just fly together and tell Ichrusta that hey, I'm bringing you over to Mindbot Walter's secret hideout, which was given to him by Tony Stark. That's it. Simple RP.
Yes. Let me roleplay that. Let me roleplay that, please. Everyone's like, why? That's why. Long story short,
I want you
I
to
end
do
up
it. I mean, to be fair, I'm not white. I want you to do it.
not now.
Don't let me in
Probably
with
another
everyone
Yeah,
else.
time.
I mean, we want you to do it. Just do it. Be a man. Do the
Yeah.
thing, man. Be a man.
Be a man. Do the
Yeah,
right thing.
exactly.
Be a man.
You don't get to
Ah,
be a
Us.
man. You do
and
the right thing.
Oh my god, even
Hiya.
Ash! Even Ash! Oh my bloody god.
I'm
Oh.
reading my face.
Hubbard.
I'm reading my Facebook messages while waiting for you guys to decide on this. Yeah, yeah, who is it?
Just
What?
Cutting off.
Drop their sister.
Yan,
floating.
You're still flying, still flying. After you failed
uh,
to find Zelda Robbins, that's
It
when you
keeps
and Michael
saying, no,
met.
I'm just saying as he's calling.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no. Before anything happens, I'm floating. He's like calling. So it's like after that, he's like talking to himself. So it's like, where are we doing? Why are you still talking to yourself? Where are we going?
alright, alright. I'm just gonna tell you this. I'm gonna bring you to a warehouse where Walter is. It's a secret warehouse. Don't go there willy-nilly. But for some reason, he doesn't trust me. That's my judgment. And he wants me to bring you blindfolded. I don't want to
You
do
want me
that.
bringing? You want to bring me blindfolded? I'll make sure he is blind the next time I see him, man.
That's even worse. Why not? You just follow me, alright? I'll guide you there.
Hey, what's so secret about this place? Give it or take, it's just a place that is looks big because it's warehouse. That's about it. It
Uh,
probably goes big
there's
during
more
full
to it.
moon. That's about it. It probably goes big during the full moon. What about it?
There's more to it. If you don't want to be blindfold, you can use me as like a freaking dog, like your guide dog. All right, I don't know. Probably your pet slime.
Well,
What's your guiding dog?
Dogo. Oh yeah, you do smells like Dogo. Sit, Dogo. Turn around.
I'm not a
Ew.
doggo. I am not a doggo. Oh man, this is my kid.
Dogo, flip.
I'm not flipping.
He actually
Bad
can.
Dogo. Bad Dogo.
He can. Barrel.
I'm not gonna do that. Let's go.
No
Follow
beholder
me to the
jerky for
warehouse.
you. No beholder jerky for you. Bad Dogo.
I am not a pet. All right.
Alright, can we
You
move
said
on?
yourself you are a pet. So what am I supposed to do now with such information?
Oh.
Let's just go to the warehouse. All right.
Oh.
Wrong map, compadre. Wrong
I'm
map.
crying.
Dude, we're
Are
trying.
you enjoying this,
I mean, hey, we're
Jason?
trying.
Oh,
We're trying to
boy.
accelerate the process of you know.
No, no.
Just lock him in a
Before
crate.
there's a
They'll figure it
wedding,
out.
there's a funeral, okay? Before there's a wedding, there's going to be
There's a
fucking funeral,
funeral.
okay?
Yes, there should be a
Actually,
fucking
wait, wait,
funeral.
wait,
Anyways,
wait, wait, wait,
let's
wait.
see
I
Yes,
just,
for
I
the
just
this.
have,
plot.
I just have to say this. Ashley and Michael sitting on the tree. KISUING. First comes love, then comes marriage.
Fucking water underneath.
Oh,
6 inch under. Beware of it.
Okay.
maybe we should bury him under the moon, like with Derek Cole.
You know what?
Yeesh.
Just can we just go on? Can we just go on? Like, seriously.
Okay. All right. I ignored most of that. Okay. Meanwhile, while you're actually busy flying towards Walter Cross secret hideout, Michael, while bringing it to a start. Okay. Draken, you notice that many of the officers actually pull and put most of the bodies into the omnibus, and after that, then one of them slowly head over to you and then telling you that we're going to be bringing them over towards the station for the forensic check to see who is the one that actually caused this. And what are you going to do, Draken?
Uh, okay, hold on. Let me check. Okay, I just and scratch the back of my head. Ugh, man, this is good. Boss better pay me overtime. Yeah, boss better pay me overtime for this. Come on, I want punch already.
Then she looks at you. Well, I'm heading out. If anything, see you at the station. But
Yeah,
as you were slowly walking away, you heard a call from Zelda telling you, I'm done here on my side. I'm heading back to the station. How about you, Draken?
yeah. Head back to. I'm I'm beat, man. I just like that I'm beat. I'm tired, but I
Mm-hmm.
actually want to report all this to everything to Walter.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah, go back to the station, punch out, head back to the hotel, dress up, to suit up as Shadow, and then head to the hideout.
Mhm. Okay. Then you head back. You punch out, head back towards the hotel, and then after that, you head out as Shadow immediately. And then when you head back, you pick up your bike. Then, well, just head straight towards your hotel for immersions. Okay, you head back. You don't see Tadashi Madarame anyway or Master, but you do see the two sisters actually working on the bikes. So which bike do you take? The black one or the orange one?
Let me see where's the garage because I don't see the garage anymore. Yeah, I don't see anything in there actually.
That's weird. Maybe your
Oh,
your
there we
On your
go.
PC.
left, Ash.
There we go.
On your left.
Just waiting for it to load. Okay. I asked them, what's this new bike?
Mm, still experimental at the moment. Well, this one actually rides up walls because of some magnetic capabilities that we can install into the wire, thanks to some technology we found in the wasteland.
Uh, wait. Yeah. Is this just a second? Wait a sec. Wait. What? Why did you guys go to the wasteland without protection?
Um, we do have protection.
I just sigh with and face palm. Oh well. I'll just suit up. Apparently, a few old friends of mine just came to town and started wreaking havoc. And
We know.
yes,
We saw the news.
they're not me.
Jason. We saw the news. We know it's not you.
So I just go away from the girl's view. I am like hide here lah. I'm behind here lah.
Mm-hmm.
I change to shadow. Eh, and then walk out. And it's like, ah man, I really hate the Nazis for all this bullshit.
So take.
So which bike do you ask use? That's what they ask you.
Uh, I'm taking all reliable with me.
Right. Okay.
And I have all my weapons equipped on my back and then store them into onto the bike. Then ready. Start the bike. Then ready to head off to the hideout.
Hmm. Okay. Should be easily done. Then you ride up into the hideout. But meanwhile, Blue Rush. Yeah, I'm just wondering why they never bothered to call Blue Rush. Okay, by heading straight to Blue Rush. Okay, Blue Rush, you actually head back towards the apartment, bleeding, injured. And
I will like to email to Mindbot asking him about that he encountered any shadows, and I describe the shadow that I encountered, and he should be careful if he see the female shadow.
Uh,
Also,
yeah.
I want to message him. Where is he now?
You just basically the only thing you will receive from me is the address, and the words are for you to come alone. And also yeah. Oh, P.S. Bring Baskin Robbins. I'm getting Baskin Robbins, man. Regardless of who's gonna be bringing it, I'm gonna eat it.
I
you
will.
received the email in regards to what Blue Rush has told you, but you ignored the seriousness of the matter, Walter, and you told him to bring Baskin Robbins. Okay, and then Blue Rush, what do you want to do?
I will get a. Let's see. Hang on. Let me just Google Baskin Robbins flavor.
Wait, you were
Really? Because I
actually
will assume.
Googling Baskin Robbins donuts.
No, the flavor of an ice cream. I'll probably get like maybe I don't know.
Sorry,
Whatever.
my mom just knocked on my door and asked for a lighter.
All right.
It's okay.
I'll just get him a simple chocolate double chocolate, and then I'm just going to head to the base.
Okay. Well, you're injured though. You're actually in cap, so you actually need to have a full rest in order. You can't even run very fast. Speed. So
Okay. I guess I can drive, right? Is it
you can
okay?
still drive. You can still drive.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll drive. I'll drive there.
Because both your injuries and Walter's injuries are very severe to the point of almost death. Actually, both of you today could have lost your character. Could
Oh
have.
yeah, man. Like that
Yeah.
man came in a very bad
Hmm.
position.
His damage was very high. His pistol, very high. So, hey Walter, while you're actually fully bandaged, Roach actually had prayed to the computer system to actually check what's going on throughout the city. And then again, you see so many again reports of shadows again at the dock killing. costumes to be criminals again. Then you slowly go down, or you want to lie down there on your bed.
I'm pretty sure like I am attached to IV drops and everything, so I'll just like grab the IV drop thing and just like walk along side of it until I basically reach the seat, and I just like sit there with the IV drop at one end and like the hang up of the IV drop as well as blood hanging while trying
Hmm.
with as steadily as possible to first connect my phone with the computers, upload the photos, and open file label 01 dash dash the shadow incident.
Okay. All right. While you're actually busy doing that, at your injured state,
Mhm.
Walter, it takes some time. You have penalties on your technology skills, of course.
Okay, I'll roll
But
for technology. Mhm.
Michael and right, roll for technology. Michael and Hiroshika, you actually arrive at the hidden warehouse. Michael, you know the drill. Most of the time, you change back to your regular form because your mask is just disturbing your retinal scan over here at the wall. And when you change to your regular person, then you actually went in. You went in to actually bring Ashley Ray because Ashley's Ray retinal data is not stored inside the computer, so she need to be stored. I mean, her information need to be stored inside the data itself of the computers in order for her to actually walk in anytime she pleases in the future. This is just one of the small hidden base. This base can grow from time to time. Okay, so if you guys want to add any other installations here, it is up to you all in the future to give you more advanced stuff to actually fight crime in the future. If you ever go against anybody so powerful that even the six of you can't even defeat.
Uh,
Great.
well, as you
Accepted.
basically
Anyway,
approach,
I usher her in.
you just see like an IV stand with like blood and fluids attached to my right arm.
Ah, damn it, he's
Well,
not dead.
well,
Ah,
well,
damn it,
well,
he's not
well.
dead.
Mm-hmm.
What trouble did you bring this time, Walter? And have you fixed or find a way for us to return to our time?
Working on that, and as for what trouble, you're gonna have to ask Shadow on it because he's in the center of it. The two Shadows, I met one of them who was so good with his pistols that the bullet just curved. As in, he was moving his gun sideways without even having to aim, and the bullet seems to just, as if they moved along with his gun motion. I got shot through my either the left or right abdomen, and the bullet just went through and through. Hell, I almost lost my life to that one bullet of him.
And you're still here, which is a miracle. Again! Honestly speaking, how are you able to survive
I
this
think
long?
he
Anyways,
intentionally,
who would they target?
uh,
Who would they target? There has to be a connection. They
mainly,
can't just kill criminals just like
mainly
that.
gangsters, and apparently one of them knew Shadow, as in our Shadow, because he kept saying he will not fight him in his current state without the costume. I barely was remained conscious
Gangsters?
enough to hear the conversation, but I think Shadow knows something about the two of them. I met one of them, which I'm
I,
presuming obviously he's the second Shadow. That's when you just see me putting the pictures in front of you with the bullet casings and stuff. But there is a second Shadow I have yet to meet, which, uses a blade. That guy uses a gun. We're talking.
I'm staying out of his trouble. You know, him and I don't share a very friendly relationship. So, if anything happens, I'm not responsible for his trouble unless he asks for help. You know him well,
Hell,
right?
here.
And
So
gangsters,
as the two of you were busy arguing about
Mm-hmm.
Shadow and about your current timeline, the ability to change the timeline, Blue Rush, you appear outside the base. You put in into your retinal scanner, and then in your injured state, you just drag yourself into the base, slowly walking your way towards the command center, the small command center, which this place was given to Walter thanks to the now deceased Tony Stark, also known as Iron Man.
I walked up to Walter. Here, sorry, it got melted. As you can see, I'm also covered in
Hey, you're
bandages.
not the only one there, compadre.
Okay, Walter. Okay, Walter and everybody else, Michael and Krista, when you see Blue Rush come in, not in his costume, you notice that he's actually bandaged, and you notice one thing. He is cut in so many places, his legs, his arms, his cheeks, everything. But due to his fast metabolism, it would be healed very fast. So he just need to take at least a day or two, a day off. Otherwise, people start gonna question him what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So
I basically,
hey, you all
I
noticed it.
basically look at him and say, "Death by a thousand cut, man. What happened to you?"
I ran to the copy shadow.
I'm gonna go on a.
Was a
Yeah.
it was a girl.
Wait.
She's yeah. Go ahead.
As soon as like you said, girl. Wait, you saw the second shadow?
I did. Ran into her. She was quite fast and agile, gracefully chopping up the bad guys.
Hmm.
Try this. I may be fast, but she's very skilled.
I look into
Hence,
I look into Michael and say, looks like we just, you have at your hands two survivors of two different shadows. One who is far more deadlier with a gun than anything on this planet, and the other one is far deadlier with a blade. And went toe to toe with the fastest human being alive and came out unscathed at the other end.
Oh, great. But you still haven't told me the connection. They're killing gangsters, but why gangsters in particular? It has to be a connection.
it's a code for shadow. I guess maybe you could explain us, right? Drake.
I th-
Drake isn't
I
here yet.
think the connection here is competition. That's when you see me like displaying the pictures of the known dead gangsters that the police have found. How do you start a criminal empire? You take out the local competition first. I think this is mainly the beginning of something far worse than just killing street thugs. Killing the street thugs are just the appetizer. The main dish, that's when you see me like sliding a picture of Tiger Shark. I think in tomorrow's news we're gonna see Tiger Shark's dead body on the streets as a warning to others that if they can reach him, they can reach anybody.
Huh. So that's the connection.
Yeah, I'm glad you like the whole joke here, but the fate of the world is literally on stake here, with these two on the loose.
The fact that we've made both of us firsthand experience what they could achieve. Who knows what they're gonna do with the city?
So,
And you want us to stop this? You both are in bad shape, and Shadow still refuses to cooperate with us. Do you think we ever have a chance?
alone, not.
We will have a chance if we work together. If we set our
Listen
differences
here,
aside.
listen here, you two. Tiger Shark has connection that caused Firefox to become Firefox. They're doing a really good thing for me. If they can take up Tiger Shark, I'm happy.
Yeah, but who do you think they'll start doing next afterwards? They're gonna move on the food chain, and it won't be with Tiger Shark. They might even go as.
The fact that even they didn't hesitate to kill us heroes. What makes you think about officers who are trying to just doing their job? They're gonna die too.
Exactly.
They won't stop. They won't stop, and nothing can stop them if we don't do anything.
True, but at your current state, it's not even possible.
Alone, I would say yeah. You're gonna dig a grave if you go to them one on one. Together, all five of us, yeah, I say we have a fat chance of winning, at least against one of them, not both at the same time. Because we're gonna have to basically. First, we need to heal. Mainly me and Blue Rush over here. That's one. Two, I'm gonna have to somehow get through to our Shadow and get him to tell me what am I dealing with. Unnatural skills and speeds are one thing. Everybody, you know, human, you're bound to have a weakness to something. Nobody is immune to nothing.
Good luck with that.
I
You're supposed to be smart and wise. Yet every time this happens, you always showcase me you're not the person I thought you would be.
You actually thought I'm wise if you
Yeah.
think.
Meanwhile, as you all were busy arguing inside the base to talk about Shadow, what needs to be done, what is the next course of action, Ashlyn Ray is just busy looking at the terminals and then looking at the computer. She's just wondering, like, wow, the technology is almost the same as her homeworld. Ashlyn Ray, you think to yourself, whoever that owns this place must have taken the technology that your planet used to have and then use it for his own needs because it's all the same. However, you
You
think,
what I wrote? You read what I wrote?
okay, and then after you think to yourself, Israel Star or Ashlyn Ray, does Walter even know how to use this alien tech? Because all you're looking at is mostly alien tech. And then, while they're all busy arguing, meanwhile, Vince, while you were actually busy looking into the streets itself, looking into all the radio chatters and everything else, you hear again the sirens bringing most of the police officers driving around and everything. But roll for perception.
Okie doke.
Okay.
I see nothing.
No, you don't see nothing. You
And
don't
not
hear.
one.
You don't hear nothing. You don't hear anything. It seems that the police chatter, the police radio that you have on your table, somehow suddenly there was static. I think the radio chatter got stopped all of a sudden. I think all the other police officers in all the city districts suddenly couldn't communicate with one another. But after a short few minutes, after that, then again you hear the radio chatters as usual. What do you want to do?
Can I figure out? I guess the radio is still radio. Can I figure out how? All right. So the next one of chatter that comes in, giving I would imagine they're giving a location to Eddie. Is
Hmm.
that possible? Can I estimate from that?
Okay. First things first, roll for technology. Then second, roll for insight.
What's the first on technology? I've got nothing trained in that.
Hmm. Okay. Just roll first.
Then they, yeah. So
Think
roll
about
the.
actually. Yeah, you need to roll technology and an insight to figure out what actually happened with the radio and an insight to actually know what's going on.
There's my insert.
Okay, insight 22.
Technology is just a straight roll.
Okay.
Not bad.
This is your first time
Yeah.
to actually look into this. This is perhaps because you've never seen this type of interference before, because this is the technology that you have during this timeline. You're still trying to figure out how to actually use this type of technology. And then you do actually know and remember that perhaps this mind bot, this robot hero that you think to yourself might be able to actually help you to actually get to know how to actually use this new technology. And you followed his exploit in the news. He doesn't seem like a bad guy to you. He seems like a good guy. And the same as Blue Rush, you think to yourself. Maybe you need to find this too, perhaps. But Red Lantern, you think to yourself, maybe he's a bit hot-headed, and he was the cause of crisis also, just like a year ago. And you perhaps should think to yourself, you need to actually find Mindbot and Blue Rush to actually figure out what's actually going on, because they're the only heroes that you think they might be able to work together. And perhaps Mindbot could be not enough, if it really is a robot, to actually help you to find a way back. But this city, this timeline itself has its own problems. And as Uriel and as your grandfather used to tell you sometimes that even heroes actually need help for this. But when you listen to that radio, something is off. It never happened before. It never actually malfunctioned on you just like that. So what you want to do, Uriel?
I'm going to tell you as if you make that something around me that could be problematic. Something I'm doing immediate. I'm going to put on that once again and just flip onto my let's say ceiling, flip onto the roof and start scoping around the area to see if anything's going on or if I'm starting to hear sirens going in a certain direction.
Okay. Okay, right? Roll for perception.
Perception.
Right?
Eight.
Yeah. Right. You actually look around. Well, you actually head up towards the roof. In the distance, somehow, you actually see all the other police officers, all the other police cars going one direction. But you notice one car actually going towards direction, passing your apartment. But the moment that car was actually slowly driving down to your area at the streets itself, suddenly you see the car somehow got shot by an explosive blast, and then it toppled over and then turned to the side. When you were looking, you're not too sure who the attacker is, but you do see a police officer actually dragging herself out from the wreckage. And when you actually try to actually hear the police chatter again from your hood, even though you're trying very hard to actually trying to readjust the the small police radio on your hood to connect with others, you hear statics again. And when you're on top of the roof, you see this police officer dragging her out, and you recognize her as the officer Zelda Robin. And
Oh dear.
when she's actually like dragging herself out, in the distance, you see everybody that was actually on the street started to actually run away, and you see one particular person actually walking towards her
Can you
slowly.
ping where this is happening? Because I cannot find them.
Okay, you realize on top of this roof, so let
Oh,
me
okay,
see
got it.
it.
Thank you. Yep. Okay.
Uriel should be on this roof.
Alright. Am I still on this map or not?
You are actually. Yeah.
There I am. Yep. That is. Come on. Maybe I can't scroll and do it. Oh, thanks. You want to just move me? Yeah, just moved me over. I just logged off the bloody game again. Anyway,
Okay.
because I was sliding and it takes me off. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to watch as I do. Oh wait, hang on. You said I saw the person walking towards it, right?
Yeah. You see this
Okay.
particular person actually walking towards her. While she's actually dazed and actually dragging her out, you notice this man is actually hooded, with a black mask, wearing all black,
Mm-hmm.
and carrying some sort of black arrows and a black bow, walking slowly towards her as you were actually looking through from the roof. And then you notice that he dragged her from the wreckage, and then after that, slowly dragging her out from the wreckage, and then after that, then you see him dragging her towards a car, which slowly materialized on the streets itself, as if it was invincible. You've never seen this kind of
Oh,
technology before, though.
no, but don't have a moment to react. I'm just going to flip down here.
Hmm. All right, flip, acrobatics.
I'll use my chi control.
Okay.
So
13.
15.
What becomes 15? Okay, you succeed. And you land on the roof. While this man is slowly dragging this dazed police officer to his vehicle.
Yeah. I'm gonna run. Where am I? Damn it. I'm gonna up there and try and flip onto the crane here. Or is that close enough to just jump? Because I'm using my extra leap and everything, which is 15 feet.
Okay, go ahead.
Eh. And then I'll call him out.
Okay,
So
then you come
put
out.
her down.
He actually put her down. Yes, he put her down tied onto the seat of the car. Then he slowly turns and faced you, Uriel, and he said, then he slowly speaks out and said, "And you are?"
Doesn't matter. Fact of the matter is, you're not kidnapping a cop while I'm around.
Hmm. Wait a minute. He actually responded back to you. You're unable to see his eyes. His face is covered with the
I'm
hood.
gonna walk
There
down
is
the
no one.
crane as he's be like, wait a minute. I'm just gonna walk slowly down to get onto the street level. See if he doesn't quite catch on. He's got the
Hmm?
ranged weapons. I don't. So I'm gonna close the distance.
That you see, he's actually still holding his bow and looking at you. And then he actually speaks out. You wear almost the same attire as us. Are you part of the shadow? He respond back to you.
Be like, I'll keep moving forward. But look, who we are and where we came from doesn't always matter. The fact of the matter is, I need to see that woman. I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
You're slowly walking towards him, and then he doesn't even budge, doesn't even stand because he's stance. So now whether he is actually standing in an offensive stance. He said, "This woman belongs to me now, but her fate
Not
and
the
her life."
case.
And then while you actually approach him, roll for initiative.
Okay. Alright, so I'm just
You
gonna
click
check.
on your character. You click on your
Yeah.
character. Then you go to your
Uh-huh.
character sheet and then click on
Uh-huh.
initiative.
Yeah.
Then it should be in the turn order.
Uh, yeah. Ugh.
All
Not what
right.
I want.
He's actually faster. Okay. When you actually approach him, he quickly took his bow and arrow and then shoots at your general
Just
direction. Immediately after
just a
that, he shoots.
question. Is his initiative hidden? Because I don't see him on the turn order. The monster. Oh, okay,
Yes,
okay, okay.
yes, all hidden. I am now able to know how to hide initiative.
Okay, okay.
Hmm. Yes. If you go to your character sheet options, you can actually see the hide everything. But no point for you to hide because I need to see your initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So right. Okay. He actually took an arrow and he shoots at you. You notice that it actually struck you on the chest immediately. But before he even flies towards you in slow motion, roll for dodge.
Okay. Exactly what I
Okay.
want.
All right. Okay. Dodge actually struck you side of your chest, and after that you'll feel as if you got electrocuted. On when you got electrocuted, roll for your fortitude defense.
Alright. My chi control does not help with
No, it doesn't
that.
help.
No, no, just making sure. Distracting, restorative. Okay, cool. Alright, so just fortitude.
Yeah, fortitude.
Alright. There we go.
Okay. You feel as if your whole body got electrocuted, but you took the arrows and you just pluck it from your chest and you just throw it to the floor. You resisted it. Now it's your turn.
Alright. Over
You
the
lunge
holy
at him.
smite.
All right.
Alrighty.
You rush towards him, and after that,
Enjoy this,
you use your energy
motherfucker.
power. Then after that, you try to punch him with your holy smite. 34. Okay. 34. Gonna try parry
That's
that.
just one hit, mind you.
Okay. Yeah, the damage effect isn't that high. Wait, doesn't
No.
it? Wait, there's something wrong here. DC 10 plus 8. It should be 23 for toughness. Okay. The damage DC is supposed to be 23, not 18. It's okay, it doesn't matter. At
Oh,
least I know the calculation.
alright.
So I just need to
Yeah.
defeat the 23. He tried to parry it, tried to block it with his bow, but you actually struck him. And then after that, you send him flying backwards to the other side, hitting the stalls at the side. But he actually slowly got up. And after that, he just like struck off the damage and it looks at you. You're quite strong. But let's see how fast you really are. Then suddenly he took out 5 arrows and then shooting at you. And you see 5 arrows flying towards you in slow motion. Roll for
Alright.
dodge 5 times.
I got mystic awareness with my key control as well.
Okay. Alright.
Um.
They give you a +2 bonus for that. Whoa. Okay.
Oh my lord!
Net one. Eek.
Fuck's sake!
You got struck by one of the arrows.
Thank goodness.
Four more left.
Yeah. Roll for 4 more dodge because I allow you to roll 4 more times because it's 5 attacks, so 4 dodges.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So the first one, so 4 more times.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
Oh,
Cool.
what
One more.
the?
Oh,
Wow.
see, the problem is I hear your reaction before I can even see the number. Oh wow, that sucks.
Okay. What? Okay. The 8 is a fail. The 26 is a pass. Okay. The 24 is a fail. The 15 is a fail. The critical one is a fail. The 22 is not counted. Okay. So you only have one pass. So now you need to roll for one, two. No, the critical is auto damage. So right now is an added damage to him. So roll for your toughness 4 times.
1, 2,
Ouch.
3,
Ouch.
4.
Ouch.
Oh dear.
Another one. Ah.
Ay. He's really hates me today.
Wow.
Kinda.
The critical one is okay. The 8 and the 10 that you rolled for is enough to incap you. You're in cap. You're
Ah,
down immediately. You're down, but roll for fortitude.
all right. No whammies.
Okay.
Okay.
You're down. You're down, but you're unconscious.
Dang.
Yeah, you're unconscious now on the floor. It seems that this person with his arrows is quite deadly even to you, and it's quite
Yeah.
fast too. And you think to yourself, man, the villains. When you fall down, you fall unconscious. You think to yourself, damn, the villains in this city is either really dangerous, but you've never seen this man before. You know, to show whether he's even a villain, an anti-hero, or another hero against you. But you're now unconscious. But the last thing you see is you see him actually slowly walking towards you, and then said, "You got potential, kid. Maybe next time." And he slowly walks away to his car, and after that, drive away together with his hostage.
Yeah, before he like falls unconscious, or he's like, no, please, wait, and just kind of collapses face first onto the ground.
And then the last thing you remember is the hero from your timeline, All Might. I mean, wait, and this All Might is in the 1940s. Anyways, you fall
Alright.
unconscious. That's the moment you fall unconscious. Meanwhile, Draken, as you were actually busy riding your bike, heading straight towards the warehouse while you're actually driving, you're here. You drive slowly, slowly, very fast, lights on. But as you were actually about to reach the corner, suddenly the light on your bike shine on something on the road. Somebody bound, somebody gagged.
Stop immediately.
There. Are you driving very fast or you're driving very slow?
Uh, Normal speed. Following speed limit.
Okay. Following speed limit, the police will probably be chasing you already.
I know, but since no one chased me, I know no one's chasing me, so
Okay. Right? Okay. You see Zell Robbins on the road, gagged, tied, looking, her eyes actually like looking at you wide. What do you want to do?
I I thought I leave I kick out open the stand of my bike and get off my bike, pick up my gun and look around. My handgun and look around.
Roll perception.
Huh?
Roll
Cannot.
perception, he said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something's wrong. It says syntax error.
Huh?
Let me
Syntax
refresh.
error. Let me
Huh?
see.
Syntax
Wait, let
error?
me.
That's new.
You have to
Let me
refresh the
refresh.
page, probably.
I don't see any problem with your
Uh,
character sheet. I don't see any problem with shadow here
can you try
also.
rolling? Yeah, just try rolling. I'll roll it myself up. I'll roll it myself. Uh,
Okay, rolling for perception on your character.
yeah, you just see if it works or not. Cause mine's this
It
one said
works.
it works. Okay,
It works.
it's
Can you
not. So
roll?
that's for the. No, yeah, I'll roll. I'll try rolling now.
Click
Yeah, I
and
cannot.
try.
No attribute.
Huh?
No attribute was found.
Ha!
That's
That's
a bit weird. It happened.
Is it?
Try
It
clicking on.
happened with me and my initiative, but I felt like I did not, highlighted the character. Try to highlight your token, and then re-roll.
Yeah, I am going to try it now.
Or as well as
Nope.
just refresh. Refresh
No.
maybe.
No. I tried refreshing. I just refreshed already. I think so. It's the browser thing. Maybe.
okay. Let me
Try
change
logging out.
to.
Try logging out.
Yeah,
Let me change to.
I'm changing to Edge right now.
Okay, try clicking on him again.
Okay. Click on my character already. Nope,
Eh?
nothing. You don't see it,
Nope.
right?
I don't see it. I don't see any syntax.
Yeah, that's only for
Let
my end.
me
Let me try.
let me
Let me
just
try.
test some.
I'm going into. Yeah, I'm going into the one in
Oh, Hub, I have a solution. Hub, I have a solution. Give me access to his character sheet. I'll just see if it's like a browser thing.
Edge now. Let me just try this. Just gotta wait for it to load. Okay, loading.
Okay, don't mind me. I'm just like testing if I have the same issue.
Okay, huh. Yeah, I still can't.
That's a bit strange.
I'm still getting. Hold on. Let me print screen this.
Hello?
Just now was just fine. It's just fine earlier. Um, where is the screenshots?
Whoa.
Okay, you see on the right hand side on the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay,
Wait.
I'm going back to. I'm using Opera again. I want to see if I can if Draken can roll. If not, then that means something's wrong with that means I have to stick with one character sheet instead of two character sheets.
This is definitely.
Yeah. Try clicking on him. Try clicking on him again and try to roll.
Okay, maybe wait for it to load. Okay, shadow. I'm not clicking the character, yeah, mind you. I'm not clicking on the character token.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
Yeah, nothing. Still syntax error. Let me try Draken.
When I click on him, it's okay.
Wait, I can't try. Cannot. Okay, let me try Draken. Draken can, but not shadow.
I'm gonna give everybody access to shadow.
Yeah, see if it
I,
works or
I,
not.
wait. I
You found the
noticed some.
solution?
I noticed something though. Shadow dash Hitman. I don't know whether that's a cost. Okay, guys, try rolling for him, please.
Okay. I'll go on like random.
It
I'll go for
is.
random stuff. I'll try.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just tried to roll. I just tried to
Yeah,
roll
same
his
here.
like
Yeah,
agility, and
Yeah,
it's saying to me
yeah.
syntax error.
is the name.
Yeah.
Is the name. Is the name. It's case sensitive. It's case
Yeah,
sensitive.
I pressed from persuasion, perception, intimidation. The whole thing is, it says no attribute was found for at shadow die type. This is definitely,
Yep, same thing.
yeah, Even if
Yeah.
even when
Mystery.
I go
Yeah,
to
no
even when I
attributes
go,
either. Even
yeah,
vehicles.
even your light pistol is like nothing. Like, and this has come from like the skill section, not the offense section. Unless this
See
Yeah,
nothing
it's,
wrong
unless
here,
this character sheet,
I
yeah,
think it's a technical
this
issue.
technical thing related to the character sheet itself.
I'd say so.
Related
It's
to the
probably just
character sheet.
there's probably an error in the character sheet, and you're gonna have to maybe just redo the thing.
Use
Yeah, I have a
Oh
your
yeah, I
feeling.
have to stick. I
yeah,
have to stick with my
Ash.
my public my
Ash,
civil version.
keep your
Yeah,
current avatar the same. Just do what I'm doing, which is I'm rolling through
yeah,
my main identity, like just to be on
yeah.
the
I'm
safe
doing.
side.
No, try
Yeah.
rolling for Dragon Guard instead of Shadow.
Okay, I'll try perception again. Okay, just fine.
That,
Oh, that's
that
interesting.
works. Then
No,
then
I'll just have to
is
do
the
it that
character
way.
sheet.
Yeah,
Is the
buggy.
character sheet. The
Yeah,
character
buggy
sheet is the
character
problem.
sheet. You might have to get a new one so you can like just
Mm.
transfer your stuff on it.
No, I'm not gonna get a new one. DM, I think it's okay for you to delete it because but the problem is will be the image lah.
No, I think what I can do is I will just duplicate Dragon,
Uh,
and then after that I
change
will
Yeah.
replace the
uh
image.
then
Mm-hmm.
replace the image. That's about it.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just see what
Yeah.
happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then, but I won't do that now. Okay. Just
Yeah,
use
we'll
Dragon
do
Guard. Just use.
tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tomorrow onward.
Any other day of the week. Okay, let's
All
get on
right.
with it. You
Okay.
can accept my last roll as my current as my result lah.
Yeah.
22.
That's the result. 22 for the result. Okay. You look around at the buildings and all the crates around you. You don't see anyone at all, but you do see that the other Robin is on the floor. She's bruised. She's slightly thin. She has like blood on her, slightly cuts even. But because her mouth is gagged and she's tied, her hands behind her back and her legs are tied, what do you want to do?
Okay, I slowly approach her while aiming my surroundings. Make sure no one's getting the drop on me.
Mm-hmm.
I lean on her. I lean over her while aiming, and then use my offhand at her neck and her throat to see if I can get a pulse.
She's alive. You can see that she's alive. Her eyes is really wide open. But because her mouth is tied and her hand behind her, she's actually, while you're actually holding her up, you look around. What do you want to do?
Okay, I glanced at her, remove her gag, and then while keeping my gun aimed at the points where people can hide.
Okay. Once you actually got her up, you remove her gags, and after that, then she slowly looked into you, looked into your eyes, and after that, she said, Draken, she whispered to you. What do you want to do?
I take off. I remove my I raise my goggles and then lower my mask. Huh? Guess
Okay.
you do know me.
When you lower your mask and remove your goggle, the moment you're actually about to speak, you suddenly realize that she unable to speak because you realize that suddenly after that you see blood coming out from her mouth and you see that she just got shot from an arrow from the back.
I just step back. Oh fuck!
Okay.
And then I was like, oh crap, this is not gonna go well. Then I go back raising my handgun and I'll roll initiative and ready action.
Okay. Your own initiative, you ready action, and after you see particular person coming walking towards you slowly, and then you see this person looking at you, Draken, and after he said, I told you to actually come to see me, but you did not, Shadow. Now her life is in your hands, but you come here in your costume. The ones that I remember you as. The one that my grandfather told me about.
I interject him and say, "Ah, shut up and kill me already. I'm having enough of this bullshit."
Okay. You see Zelda Robin slowly walking towards you, and as I'm about to actually say something, this man,
I carefully put her on my bike and hit the GPS to the hideout and hit an SOS for to everyone in my contacts, my the hero contacts.
Okay, you put her on your bike, then the bike actually that slowly rode away together with Zelda while she's actually seriously injured. And after the bike just like drive past this man and then vanish. And you see him actually just look at you and then he slowly turns back and then he turns and says, I could have easily killed her, but then he slowly takes his arrow and point it at you.
I just shot him. I just sigh. You always like to fight. I raised my handgun at him and aimed at him. Now let's fucking fight, you son of a bitch. Things will be a lot easier if you stop killing let everyone else do their job.
You point your gun at him, then he points arrows at you, and then after that, then you see another person in the distance. He started to actually walk towards him, and after they join him, after that, then in distance you see Shadow, Spider, and then another one in the distance, not walking, but somehow just appeared within the shadows itself. You see her, you don't really recognize her much, but she just looks at you quietly. And then this man then looks at you and said, we're not here to kill you, Shadow. You are one of the originals. You're the one that created us, remember? I mean, not created me, of course. He points at his chest, he points at you. You did not create me. You created my grandfather. I mean, of course, my great grandfather, not me, of course. Then from him, then to my father, and then to me, I inherited your genetics.
Let me guess. You're here to praise me and tell me you want me to join you in your crusade to kill criminals. Sorry, but I walked out of that but sorry. It's already over 100 years too late, kid.
You made a promise to the SS. Okay,
Yes, yes. Those old coots are already dust. Who the fuck do you think already ruled the world? Fucking the fucking allies, of course. Didn't you read up on your history?
and so he walks to you, and then he said, "Oh, you are so sadly mistaken. They are not gone. They're just waiting at the shadows, waiting for the right opportune moment."
Blah
What?
blah yada 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 yada. Typical Nazis, fucking Nazis.
And then you notice this lady actually walks slowly. Then after that, she speaks German to you, and then she speaks Japanese. Then after that, she said a few words to you. She said a few words, and then those words actually rings a bell. You don't really remember. You don't really remember your Japanese. You don't really remember your German. But roll for
Insight? Oh, will.
willpower.
Okay, will.
Okay, you fail by 4 points.
Okay, can I discard the scene?
Okay, describe.
Okay, while aiming, I hold my gun and hit my head. And it's like, fuck. Did it
Before you
miss?
can, before you could even raise your gun to your head, you heard her whisper. Her whisper was very, very soft. And then your hand resisted to pull the trigger, and then you realize that you put your hand slowly down. And then after that, the last words you remember was your orders, please. That was the last word you said.
Oh, okay, that's what I say.
Yes, that's what you said. Then you blanked
Okay,
out. You don't remember
okay,
anything.
okay.
And then, meanwhile,
Hello?
meanwhile, somewhere in Berlin, 1945.
Oh shit, we're back in time.
Hey, best period ever,
No,
man.
no.
1945.
Ignore the blood on the ground. It means nothing.
Is it ready, doctor?
It's not too
Okay.
late.
Is it ready?
It's not too late. this does not mean there are more bodies on the floor. This is just
Okay,
mean it's just an old mess. Yeah, that is an old mess.
okay, Draken, you hear voices in the distance saying, "Is he ready, Doctor?" Yes, very ready. Shadow is definitely
The
ready for this
Führer
one.
will be pleased with
And
the results.
you hear a word into your head, Draken. It says, these words actually stirs things like a word to you, like a song even to you. And you see this particular, you open up your eyes, you see this particular professor or doctor with strings on his hands, his red goggles and his eyes bald even. He said, "Good morning, Draken. I believe that your long sleep was a good one. But this is not your current timeline now. This was your past a long time ago, which you remember." And then this particular German officer they walk, "Are you sure that he's ready, Doctor?" "Well, then let's wake the other one." And then you see another person actually bring up next to you, Draken. Then the moment you actually got up, this is how you actually look like back then.
Man, you look like more of an actual shadow than now.
Yep.
Then this officer one walks. The chip in his head is fully ready, and he will listen to any orders that we send to him, no matter what time we send him. Then it is indeed good. Then wake
Uh,
up, Draken. Hey, somebody got up, Draken.
Herb. Just, I just wanna
Okay.
like RP this guy, like this guy with the gun, with this guy when he said like the chip. Will it affect his, programming?
And the doctor actually replied back and said, "No, his programming will be perfect. He will follow any orders as long as we speak the perfect rhyme to him. Like longing. Alright, I'll go back. Fredka. 1. Homecoming. 9. 17. Daybreak. Furnace. Rastus. And longing. Mission report. Draken. Your best assassin. Your blood will be good for this one. Of course, Draken. Because we don't have many time. Our time is actually short. It is already very late right now for our friends. So we will continue this one in next week's episode in Mutants and Mastermind.
Yeah.
And Draken, you nodded. You
I just
nodded.
not. Yeah, I not. Okay, I just not, and then turn to the camera and just nod.
As basically the credit comes in and the word to be continued.
And I'll give you the lady the lady's voice in the Newton Master M&M chat.
As basically the cameras like slowly like says to be continued, you hear the German high officer says, "The Allies will never know it hit them."